Because you're
Anyway,
planning on getting
let's
the game,
just
right?
unmute all of that and get
You're
started
planning.
before everybody starts getting bored. But anyway, hello
Uh,
folks, good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it happens to be for you. Going back to Source Filmmaker for however long, I do not know, because it really depends on how long my mood lasts for. And Maestro is here, but nobody else is.
unfortunately.
What, unfortunately that you're here, or unfortunately that nobody else is here?
Nobody else is here.
You, sh
I'm just gonna say, oh no, unfortunately, I'm here. Just me.
you should have been a bit more specific. Be more specific, Bob.
Well, I like to not be specific to confuse. I like to confuse people.
And that you most certainly do.
And also, you're planning to get the Half-Life Alex?
Not at the moment. Especially considering I just spent 80 quid buying Final Fantasy XIV and all the DLC for Destiny 2. I'm like, yeah, I've kind of spent my budget on games for the month.
Fair enough.
Now, why now? Because it might be too early for you, but it is normal times for me, and I also need to take that off as well. Because I'm not playing that at the moment.
You're still working on, that animation that's taking a real long time or a new one.
Now I'm doing a new one.
Yeah, to fill up the gap.
Yep. Yeah, I've decided I'm not going to try and get animations done every 2 weeks because that's just putting too much pressure on me and it's kind of making my work a bit sloppy. So I am just going to focus on just getting it done when it's done.
I mean, it's best to just basically do what you want to, and
Mm-hmm.
not forcing yourself, because then, after you force yourself, you're not gonna be in the mood to do it again.
Exactly.
Also, my cat is being a little weird right now.
Well, if you're not normally in, then it's probably thinking, what are you doing here, human?
It's a mess around my bed right now. Well, she is. What you doing down there? Sometimes, mostly at night, she just likes to basically go berserk or run around the goddamn house. But I'm surprised she's doing that right now, because she never does it in the morning.
SFM takes 2 minutes to load a map. Yeah, and the annoying thing is, it's not even one. It's not even a complicated map. It is literally just the stage map. It is one of the simplest maps that you can get.
I mean, SM is still.
Unless, oh, this is why.
Why?
Remove, unsubscribe. No, I'm not removing that. It's because something was popping up saying, "Oh, remove unsubscribed items." Wait, what? No,
Why?
because apparently I think something's been removed when I don't want it to, because I'm still using it.
Pretty weird. Is this another D&D animation?
Yep. Hang on, I need to go and look up what happened to that model, assuming that it hasn't just been removed. Okay.
Ooh, pretty
Uh,
cool. Twitch Prime
okay,
stuff.
so the model just disappeared for no
Well, you
apparent
mean
reason.
disappeared by meaning that the creator deleted it?
Yeah, but it's just like remove unsubscribed items, and I'm just like, no, I'm leaving it there.
Hmm.
So it doesn't disappear, but it's just it seemingly has vanished from the Steam Workshop. My guess is that either A, the person removed it, or B, Blizzard or more specifically Activision are being dicks.
Wait, is it from one of Blizzard's
Yeah, it's
games?
from Heroes of the Storm. I don't know whether it was just a simple port over or what, but uh,
I'm getting so much stuff on Twitch Prime because for Disney because they got for 6 months straight.
nope, there is literally nothing on here. It's disappeared. Hopefully the model itself hasn't been removed. Nope, good, it's still there. Alright, time to start animating again.
Okay,
Well, to be perfectly honest, cool boy, I don't even really remember you, so... Sorry? So, no, can't really miss a person you don't remember.
and if they've barely been there, how can you remember them?
Mm-hmm.
Also in Destiny 2, somebody basically data mined the game and found out that an old basically Destiny 1 thing is coming back.
And that would be...
Siva.
No idea who that is.
Siva is basically a nano machine kind of virus. Basically, it corrupts an organism and modifies it into basically nanotech.
Right. You know what, I'm really starting to think maybe I should just use a... Actually, come to think of it, let's actually just search for a half dragon. Let's actually try and see if I can find something. No, there is a dragon pack, but... no actual half dragons. And why is it that no matter what I type in on this goddamn workshop, something FNAF related pops up? Like, seriously.
Well, I don't know because FNAF is so goddamn popular. because, kids.
It's a virus. It needs to die, like the corona.
Why don't we just, inject virus into the Steam servers? And hey, Spirit,
Hello, spirit boy. We cannot hear ye.
I think you're dead.
Wasn't he already technically dead?
He's more dead. I think he's more dead. That he's dead.
Let's see. The only other problem is that with this is that you also just get tons of Dragon Ball stuff, but at least that is understandable.
Well, yeah, because Dragon Ball is half dragon because of
No,
the
not
soul.
Dragon Ball, not Dragon
Oh,
Ball.
there he is!
Oh.
High Poly Dragon Knight? No, I have no.
Is it working now?
Oh,
Yeah, there
now
you are.
you're no longer dead.
Ah, there you go.
You're no longer more dead.
To be perfectly honest, I want to go and find a model that has better rigging on it.
I'm dying.
So you're more dead, actually.
Double the death.
Triple?
Quadruple.
Penta?
I'm dead. I'm just plain dead.
But can be more dead, actually.
Hmm. Who knows?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, there he
What?
is!
I was
Do it.
planning on using Toru from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. But I'm just to replace the model that I'm using at the moment. I'm just like, nah, that's probably not a good idea.
What's doing today?
Working on an animation.
Tired.
Seriously, are there no other? Okay, Spyro also understandable. I just
But he's
can't.
not a half dragon.
Yeah, but he's not a half dragon. Yes. There's a. Again, there is another like elf, night elf looking thing, but they look more like druids than than just simple half dragons.
What's your anime this time?
Just a random D&D thing. Yeah, there's literally nothing else. And I kind of want a model with a slightly better rigging to it, so it's a bit easier to use. Otherwise I have to start splicing models together and it just starts getting very, very complicated. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is going to take a while. I mean, I could use the Symmetra Dragon, but that's more fire based, and that's a bit too much.
Trying to find one for Soph.
I already done one for Sophie. That was the easy one.
And who's this one?
Use what one?
And who's this one? It's not Sophie.
No, that's not Sophie. That's meant to be Alexandra. That's meant to be Shady's character.
Oh, okay.
Why is there a knife?
Because she's meant to be sort of the gothic brooding type. So
So you mean she's the edgy emo kid?
yeah.
Okay.
So, Maestro? To you?
Also, I'm surprised in Doom Eternal they gave the Doomslayer an actual voice.
Mm-hmm. He has a voice.
Well, I'm just surprised they gave
Show
him.
it.
Because he's mostly just a silent type, you know. I just want to get it game, but need the money first.
No, it's not that one.
Silence.
Yeah, because I've got nothing to talk about. I am concentrating. That's why.
I mean, it's better to concentrate on a thing than, just talk about random things.
No,
Sleepy spirit.
I am tired.
So then do you go to sleep?
I did, actually.
You just so
I
far.
just kept, waking up in the middle of the night. 'Cause,
That was actually the same for me.
fuck life.
No shit. At least for the entire year, I'm gonna be home. And next year, I will be gonna decide to do online schooling on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yeah, I'm not joking. Never, but I'm actually fucking serious.
That's
I just hate the fact that I still have to go and do some thinking. Only, at least it's only 30 minutes now
mm,
for one lesson.
Yeah, because otherwise everybody's attention span's going to be all over the place.
And also and now it's gonna basically be 9 in the morning, not in 8 in the morning.
Well, that's normally when schools would start for people over in the UK, because we're probably one of the few people who have actually sensible starting
Uh,
times.
we started 8 in the morning, but now
we
we start
start
9.
uh we started at 7 in the morning. But we changed to 8 when I was in school.
Yeah, I
For
still
me,
don't get why
So
people are
sad.
just like, let's start at some ridiculously stupid time of the morning when we know half our students aren't even going to be awake. I mean, they're going to be there in body, but they won't be there in mind.
I'll be honest, I'll be honest, I hate school because of the system. It's bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. It just forces you to do things that you most likely wouldn't like to do. Okay, I want to learn how to do taxes. School. Oh yeah, lava beneath the surface is magma. Like what the shit? Teach me something I need to know. Not some goddamn geography shit.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you want to be a geologist when you grow up. For those who want to be geologists, that's actually useful information.
Well, yes, it is, but I'll be honest. I think it's better when you basically just pick what you want to learn. Sometimes, like in early years, I'm talking about because I'm currently, with IT, so programming.
Why can I never get this to look good?
I'll be honest. It just looks like animation. It looks like she's just waving the knife around her, you know, fingers.
Just spent the last half an hour on this and it looks shite.
Are you gonna do the thing again where when you stab in the middle of the fingers with a knife?
Yeah. Except this time I'm actually going to try and see if I can get it to actually look good. You know what? Maybe it'll be a lot easier if I just delete
Maybe
all
try,
these keys.
maybe try actually making it look like she's stabbing into the wood.
That was what I was going to do.
All right.
Why do you think I was literally deleting every single keyframe that I have just put in to start again from scratch?
Fair enough.
Because you like to torture yourself?
I mean, Spirit is talking truth.
And it will kill me.
Noob's gonna kill you.
Nope, I'm just concentrating now because I'm trying to repose all of this.
I'll be honest, honestly, that skin on Alexandra fits.
Yeah, now I'm just hoping that I don't accidentally delete or remove the model now that it's disappeared from the workshop.
Here is Fearless.
Hello.
I mean, you sound like a ghoul.
Lol.
I mean, you're a ghoul currently, so.
Hey newbie, how you doing?
Also, is Zacharias the JoJo guy?
No, that's red.
Oh.
Hang on, if I can remember where I left him. Yep, Sacrius is the obnoxious spy on the cloud.
Bye.
Also, isn't the map being from Undertale?
I couldn't find any other taverns or bars that really fit, so I just kind of had to go with whatever I could find. And this
That's
was
fair enough.
literally it.
That's fair enough. I'm not really that scared, but just saying.
Slap Meister across the face.
Why?
Just cause.
I'm gonna call the Ghostbusters on the ass.
They're not gonna do much.
You're a spirit.
They hunt ghosts, not spirits. They're
Aren't
right.
spirits and ghosts the same thing, actually?
No.
Then what is a spirit? What's the difference between a spirit and ghost?
Nothing, really.
So, NoobMister confirmed it, so Ghostbusters can, you know. I mean, I prefer the original Ghostbusters, not the, you know, not the remake, which is shit.
Wasn't that what they're basing off this more recent upcoming film on? As like, oh, you know, the Ghostbusters have been sort of out of business for so long, they're like legends now, and then they all sort of start coming back again because somebody else sort of picked up the mantle.
I haven't watched. I haven't heard anything.
I mean,
Oh, they made another one.
I mean,
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
also, isn't
That's all I
2016?
know.
It's not the
What-
It's not the
Oh,
2016 one I'm talking about. They are literally making a different Ghostbusters that is actually going off the story of the original, as opposed to being, let's just try and create a new Ghostbusters and make everybody think this is Ghostbusters when they try and, like, when somebody mentions it's like, no.
thank God. At least they're making the continuation of the original one. At least.
And I think Bill Murray's coming back to do it as well.
I should look it up. I don't know.
The only reason I know about it is because I saw a trailer for it, and I'm just like, yeah. Or people were talking about it on Twitter, and it was like, yes, this is how you do a real Ghostbusters. Not whatever that 2016 bullshit was.
I honestly haven't heard anything. The only thing I heard is that they're making another one. So, okay. Pressing all the wrong buttons.
Who's nose breathing?
Maestro.
They lowered the mic.
not making friendly. Yeah, thank you, Valen Scout. I don't really. Please stop bringing that up. Oh
A
dear.
mess. Spirit's gonna die.
Spirit's got the coronavirus. He's gonna die now.
Oh well.
We need to quarantine Spirit.
Hmm.
We're gonna quarantine you.
Technically, we are in quarantine, but we're not in martial law, so.
I mean, I just like quarantine your entire house. So you're stuck in it.
Well, that means, technically we're in quarantine, but we're not in quarantine.
How is it not in quarantine?
Mm.
Because no one wants to listen to our dumbass Prime Minister.
How dumbass level is he? Is he easy Trump level or?
No, he's just a dumbass.
Who are we Which world leader are we talking about?
Illinois, senator.
Alright. There is a possible... Not just a simple cough. Yeah, but a cough is one of the symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if somebody even coughs, everybody just kind of panics right now. Earlier, like in 2019, it wasn't just a problem. It was just somebody coughs, somebody cares. Now it's a huge problem because the COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Frozen is gonna infect the chat.
Oh, Frozen's killing everyone here.
Yep.
Oh, God. I really thought I had something here, but now I'm just sort of losing it because I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so I've done this bit. Now I'm going to be doing this bit, then something else is going to happen, but then I just don't have any follow-up plots or ideas or anything. Ugh. Damn it, and here I thought I had something. Just don't seem to have any good ideas at the moment.
I haven't watched the D&D stream, so can't really say anything.
Try turning your on again. Try turning your brain off and on again. No.
I'm gonna shut off my brain and reboot.
Because
I
I
mean,
was just trying to do like a random, like almost like Kitty 0706 Dr. Lalv kind of thing, but my brain is not very good when it comes to coming up with random stuff like that. I don't have the proper comedic timing for it.
And he is Matt.
Oh,
Everything
Hey,
going?
how you doing?
I was trying to do sort of like a random thing with all of our sort of like D&D characters, but my brain has just gone flat. I was trying to do like a Kitty 0706 Dr. Lalv kind of thing, but I've sort of had an idea going, but then I was just like, I don't know where to go with this, and then brain stopped, enthusiasm died, and I'm just like, God damn it.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna join you guys soon. I'm just gonna quickly switch off my VR and head to my desktop.
Yeah, I thought you
Okay.
sounded like you were on your VR headset because of the microphone quality.
Oh, there he is.
Also, Valent Scully, get it, alright? You can also joke, sworn.
I mean, I do have other ideas for stuff, but it requires a lot of pre-animating prep, and I'm just like, I don't really want to do that. I just want to start animating something. Yeah, I have seen Dr. Lalv's Super Pro Spy video. In fact, I was watching that earlier, just before the stream started. Maybe I do just need to I need to sit down and actually write, like, a pre-script or something for something like this, rather than just trying to jump into it going, I have absolutely zero idea what I want to do.
I think it's better to just, what you said. Because, then your ideas get messed up and you don't know what you actually do.
Yeah. And also, I'm probably going to think about changing Alexandra's model to something that isn't just a load of points. Because this model is difficult to work with, especially when it's just like, where's the arm point gone? Where's the shoulder point gone? By the way, Matt, did you see what I've done for Sophie's model?
Yeah. She loved it.
Mm-hmm. God damn it, I hate it when this happens.
God damn it, Bobby.
Well,
Wait,
while
did
I'm
he
here, I
do
might as
that?
well try and come up with something else for Alexandra, because this, like I said, this model got removed from the workshop anyway, and it's, as I said, it's one of those models where there isn't even any basic standard rigging to it, and all the facial features are all points, and it's just difficult to work with.
I know that feeling.
The only problem is, I can't find any other decent half-dragon models. I mean, there's... Hang on, let's have a look at when was this added. Right, 2015. So, chances of this getting removed are very, very slim. Especially if it's been around for that long. Let's actually have a look at what the Desire Demon from Dragon Age looks like. Then I might actually be able to get an idea of what I'm working with.
I hear
Okay,
Hank Hill.
I was about to say, who's watching King of the Hill?
That would be not me.
Are you sure about that?
Stop it with the memes.
Okay. How? Okay, definitely not using that one. I mean, there's stuff that is like preemptively naked, and then there's stuff like that.
Yeah, no. I just saw that model, yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. No.
No! Stop!
What the fuck?
Oh my god, don't start something. Just don't.
You know what? I'm just gonna have everybody go back to default positions. Okay, everybody, default positions.
I mean, then we
We're
just have to
straightening
T-pose.
up this mess.
We just have to T-pose then.
Yep, that's what I mean by default positions. Everybody's gonna start T-posing.
You get a T-pose, you get a T-pose.
Yeah, I still can't get rid of this cough, and I don't know what's causing it.
Yeah, I've been coughing too.
I don't know
How
whether it's
was
just
that?
I don't know whether it's just simply because I just don't have the windows open and there's not enough fresh air coming in and that's causing it, or what, I don't know. I'm kind of confused at this point. Okay, who's next on the list? Right.
Hey, Dragon, I know you want to do it. Just do it.
No, I don't.
Okay.
How are you, Matt?
I'm good. Slept in like mad. Getting notifications on my phone and on my email address about a reminder of the new regulations in town.
I guess that means you're off work now for...
Nope, still at work.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that bad yet.
Yeah.
Everyone's. I'm just getting the whole thing like remember to always wash your hands, this and all that. Keep a minimum distance between people.
Okay,
If
so
feel sick, stay indoors. Numbers to call if situation is critical. Hand sanitizers are now everywhere. They already were anyway. You know, the good ones, the ones where you dispense, rub your hands, and it just dries on you.
Yeah, I know those ones. It's basically just made of alcohol, hence the reason why so many places are, or so many places that usually would make alcohol are just like, we're not making them at the moment. We're literally putting all of our time and effort into making hand sanitizers.
also, isn't like hand wash is supposed to be a regular thing, and not to enforce it?
Yeah.
Like, do people actually not wash their hands at all?
Apparently not.
Okay, so now we just need to find a new model for
I mean,
Straza.
a long time ago at work, until the sanitization things were being more enforced, I have noticed some of the. Then again, I'm working at a place that has people with disabilities. I have seen some people go into the actual toilet stalls, come out, and immediately leave. Don't even wash their hands.
That's
And
usually the
sometimes
bit
not
where
even
you yell
flush the
after
bloody
them,
toilet.
"Oi, go wash your hands!" They probably give you the middle finger.
Yep, and I get in a little bit of trouble.
Okay, that demon's a bit too sexy. What else could I use? I could use the Symmetra, but that's fire-based, and Alexandra's not part of the fire domain, or whatever it was she was doing anymore, so...
Also, the question is, would you guys pay money to get a goddamn stat tracker for your character that you play? Would you guys even pay money for that?
Pay money for a stat tracker on what?
On like a character you play? Like sharks, how many raid bosses you've killed, etc.
No.
Yeah, something. For League of Legends, that exists.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
Did
it's
they,
called
did they
Eternal.
literally run out of stuff to be able to sell to people or something?
I mean, they make skins, they make skin chromas, they make clash tickets, etc. Chests, key season passes.
Hey, noob.
Mm-hmm.
To
Fluffy
unlock
King,
every
Fluffy
single.
King flops his fluffy chin on your chest and just looks up at you.
Picks him up, throws him over his shoulder. Playing with their microphone.
Wait, is there a fluffy Keem now?
Yes. Werewolf Keem. Technically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like here, I can't believe you actually missed this, Fearless. But look, here's what he was. Here's what he is currently right now.
Holy shit! Whoa! Okay.
I mean, that just looks like some kind of Dracula
God.
creature.
Oh, by the way, Shay, did you talk to Secrius?
That's
That's-
Maestro,
that-
not...
I'm not.
Shay's not here.
I've seen Shay Oh, I'm used to the side thing being highlighted when someone's in the call, but I guess I mixed that up with something else. Sorry.
Yeah, he's not here.
Gal, I am him then, because he's right there.
Yes, to unlock every single stat tracker for every single character and future characters, it costs $45.
And that's not including any other characters they add on top of that.
No, it includes.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they add any new characters in after you buy that, then you would need to buy that for the new character as well.
No, it says even for future characters.
Oh, right, okay. I was under the impression that would
But
count
still,
for...
45 for a stat tracker.
Okay, I gotta read this out, Newbie. A friend of mine that I just met recently.
Yeah.
Since I was in Half-Life Alex, or just in VR in general, he apparently left me a message saying, "Stop playing VR and looking at virtual titties." What? It's the old fucking thing, like how whenever someone lags, they say, "Admin, stop downloading porn." And so now this is the new thing in VR. If you're ever in VR, you get told, "Stop looking at virtual titties."
I mean, those kind of things exist.
Yep.
The internet is for porn.
Maybe.
Oh, wait, who's this?
Oh, now she's shady.
Hey, Shay.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello there. Oh, actually, no, hang on. I need to do it properly.
Fuck you, dude.
Stop the babes!
Thanks, dude.
You're
Thanks
awake
for
now.
That was not
If
needed.
you weren't previously, you are now.
Nah,
God
so,
damn
You
it.
woke up spirit
So-
and
so the reason I didn't come up yesterday was because my sleeping schedule got even more fucked than it already was because of one thing. I sat up the entire night and binge watched Beastars.
Ah, understandable. Also, I had to replace Alex Stras's model because one, it got removed from the workshop, and second, it was one of those models that wasn't rigged very well.
Mm.
So I'm having to come up with a replacement, but I'm having difficulty finding anything.
If anything, try and use one of the named characters from Final Fantasy. 'Cause I don't
Only problem is that there aren't any auras. I mean, there's the like half cat girl person.
Wait, is Yustola?
Uh,
I mean, again, it doesn't really
think
matter if there's no aura,
so.
since they're
Hey,
kind
yeah,
of.
I need to be pissed off, Leon.
Uh, also,
Look at chat.
Well,
what
that's
is it?
not my fault, Frozen.
What is it called?
Oh, hello there.
Matthew,
Stop it.
Yeah.
if you haven't mentioned anything to Zacharias about me or Doom Knight talking about the College of Swords thing, I haven't
I
said
did.
anything. Because he hasn't written to me at all.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, there's the Yashotl Rule or whatever her name is.
I believe it's Yistola.
Yashtola, yeah, her.
She is precious, but...
He's stolen my heart.
Oh, that she did. Wait, so when you're looking for models in the workshop, where specifically do you go to find anything? Is it just like Source Film
Just the
Workshop?
Source Filmmaker workshop, and I just type in something, and it just comes back with a load of results.
Also, if there's anything that's my favorite about like the posing you've done with everyone is that everyone is T-posing and then there's just weird signs in the background with his regular pose.
Yeah, I kind of just left that where it was, because... But yeah, I don't know, Yashtala wouldn't really work unless I stuck some horns on her.
Yeah, since she is a Miko T after all.
Not unless I
Also,
start doing some really, really heavy editing.
why is there a dude skeleton in the background?
That's weird science.
That's weird science, that's Red Stand.
Hey, Kelly.
Ma'am?
Do you want to see my new Dutch Angel Dragon picture?
The only other option that I can think of in regards
Sure.
to an actual half dragon model
There you
would
go.
be the Death Knight versions of either Symmetra or Diva, but I don't really think that would work or really match Alexandra's current, you know, status, as it were.
Oh, Sophie! Hello!
Hello.
Good morning.
I am not just. I was tempted to do the thing again, but.
Don't
Don't
you
dare. Not
dare.
again. Don't deafen everyone again, even through your stream.
Yeah, for context,
I-
Sophie,
Noob, I'll kill you
seen
myself.
that Shrek video where somebody massively over distorts the sound and he goes, "Oh, hello there."
No.
Well, I basically just kind of did a bit of an ear rapey thing with my microphone, and it was just as shady joined as well. So
I'm also sleep deprived as well.
Hey, I'm
Is it
also
with
sleep deprived,
everybody
but I'm
being
somehow
sleep
full of
deprived?
fucking energy.
5 hours sleep.
You know what, Noob?
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
For the
I don't even
memes,
know what I'm running around anymore.
this is gonna sound stupid. Use the Necrogante.
That model is enormous.
Oh, Sophie.
Hmm.
Can you actually see the picture which I've got up now?
It's your stream's not showing up for me at all.
Okay.
But if anything, the
I'll DM at you.
the Symmetra one probably, if nothing else is better.
Because I was thinking that originally, but then I saw the Alexandra model, I was just like, oh yeah, that could work. And then when I actually started using the model, it's just like, oh my god, it's one of these models.
Also, after seeing her Sophie's
There you
SFM
go.
model, I realized that her profile picture in Discord is not mountains, it's wings.
No.
I
Cute.
thought there were kind of mountains in the background.
Nope, those are her wings. She has fluffy wings.
I thought
Fluffy
there were just two
wings.
mountains.
Where was that thing?
Because if you just look at it, it just looks like it, not gonna lie.
Why does it
Alright.
bring up models for Sans when I searched Half Dragon?
I don't know. I was getting a load of FNAF related stuff as well, and I'm just like, why am I getting FNAF? Even typing in Diva, I get Bendy and the Ink Machine stuff. It's just like, what? What kind of relation does this have?
Alright.
I
Give
mean,
me one moment.
Okay.
There we
I
go.
mean,
I
they
mean, I
basically.
could actually, considering the fact that this model has different colours on it, I could use the Diva one, or would you prefer the Symmetra one?
Just pop my neck.
Wait, which one is the Diva one again?
I think that's the one from Heroes of the Storm, but again, it might have the same
Oddly enough, I
problem
didn't
that.
hear that.
Rigged and modification.
Did you see my picture yet, Sophie?
Well, actually, it looks like they've modified the model so that it actually.
I sent it to you by DM.
Oh, good! It actually.
I saw it.
What, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. It's cute.
Yeah, it's so cute. It's so cute.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just import. Let me just actually subscribe to it, import it, and actually.
And I am shocked I did not hear Matthew squeal my name.
I did.
I couldn't hear you.
Sophie!
It's a dolphin noses or a cat being, cat.
I think it's just meant
Is
to be
that a
just. I think it's
dolphin
meant to
or a
be just
cat?
general murring. General murrs.
Mimi.
Murr,
I mean, you could
cooing,
just make the
purring.
same sound if you go underwater and do, stuff.
I did it in front of my
Let me
roommate
know.
once, and she said, "Are you cooing?" I'm like, "Is that what that is?" I was thought it was purring. She's like, "No, you just cooed."
Wait,
That's
I'm like
cute.
a pigeon.
oh. Wait, there's a... God damn it.
Oh my god. Why is it that
Hey,
every time
Sophie.
I spawn in one of these models, they're always absolutely enormous? And what is it with these guys and always spawning their weapons or guns, like, with the model itself?
They don't know how to properly do a model then.
No, it's just like, why not just take the model of the weapon model and set it up as, like, a separate model in its own so that you don't have to constantly keep removing it?
I don't know.
I mean,
But
or
yeah,
they
would you...
are just new to
Yeah,
doing
looking
that,
at this model,
for.
would you say that that was good for a good alternative for Alexandra, or would you prefer something a bit different, JD, based on what you can see on the stream if you're looking at it?
I mean, what is the possibility of sticking horns onto her?
I could have a look. First things first, let me choose a different skin.
Also, if anything, you could also just for the memes use a downscaled Bahamut model, because I know he is there. Because nothing says half dragon like full blown motherfucking dragon.
True.
What's that?
I actually kind of like that model a little better than the other one.
Yeah, not to mention it's actually rigged properly, so it has actual defined, oh, these are where the arms are, these are where the legs and the head and all those other points are, instead of it just being 1 point, 2 point, 3 million points.
Oh, now that I'm watching the stream for a split second, show me the. I heard you complain about the joints, about the skirt you have on Dusk.
Oh yeah, hang on. Yeah, I hit the. I made this skirt as a hidden control thing. Where did I put it? Ah, here it is. Yeah.
Hey, Sophie, I wanna ask you.
Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are all the points on the skirt.
Hold on. Let my phone catch up.
Okay.
Oh, sweet bejesus!
Yeah, that is a lot of points.
It
Let me
looks like
let me
a
have a look too.
freaking Christmas tree.
Oh my god. Oh my god, holy shit.
All right, stream's loading. Hold on. That's not so bad, actually.
It looks like a
Not so
Christmas
bad.
tree.
Not so bad. That's impossible for me to handle.
Really? Because all you need to do is select all, if like for example, one of the rows from top to bottom. Make sure that the last one you select is the one for the top. Right-click your rotation tool, activate local rotation, and then boom.
You sound so
He always has an answer for
intelligent, Matthew.
everything, the little sod. I never thought
Oh.
of that, to be perfectly honest, so immediately upon seeing every single one of those points, that just intimidated me, so I was just like, not touching that.
Try it out though. In fact, try having the whole skirt, like all the points there, the ones that are intended to be moved, not the roots and whatnot, and try either in the graph editor or with your rotation tool with a local turned on and see how they fare.
It's so weird watching a stream and listening to
Okay, that
listening to
actually
you guys on Discord.
works. Yeah, because it never
Sophie,
really occurred
can
to
I
me,
ask
because
you
I was
something,
always
yeah?
just trying to grab the top point, assuming that all the other points were linked together, but it was just like, no, that ain't working.
Okay, that is cool.
That's probably how it's intended to be used.
It is. I could tell by just looking at it. The only thing that you had to check first is to see if they were all facing the same direction. But even if they weren't, if the graph editor part doesn't work out, use it with the rotation tool with local turned on, because that does its own local.
Okay, well, I suppose I can unhide that, but I'm going to leave all the points turned off so I don't accidentally try and grab anything. Because otherwise it then just messes everything up. Now, where is...
Kim is
For
so
some
cute
reason-
and fluffy.
Yes. For some reason, whenever I think of Thal's character, I think of him with a big ogre, a big orc, but with tan skin, not green.
Well, that was the palest skin color I could get. Otherwise, they start going brown.
Brown.
Actually, now that Shady has mentioned it, I want to go and...
Wait, what the hell is this shit?
I want to go and find that Bahamut model.
Just search up Final Fantasy.
Or better yet, just go Final Fantasy 14. There we go, Bahamut.
Hey, Sophie, can I ask you yet?
Go ahead. Alright.
What, go ahead?
Mhm.
Open. Would you rather me be a Dutch angel dragon or an Indoraptor? Which do you want?
Why not both?
I can't be both.
A Dutch Indoraptor.
Yeah.
Yes.
A
Indoraptor?
A rapti.
I'm a good Indoraptor!
See?
How does a
He
Dutch
was right.
Indoraptor even look?
That's the fun part.
That's the fun part. That's where you've got to come up with it.
The sad thing is, when I actually looked up our raw models, the only thing that would come up would be from Blender or something like that, and I didn't even look fully through it.
Sophie, you didn't answer
Yes.
the question yet.
I'm thinking, yeah, goober.
Oh, wow. Judging by just what it's showing on the preview, this model is... Where is it? Oh, it's so big it doesn't even fit in the map proper.
Wait,
Oh
seriously?
my.
Whoa.
Like I
Okay.
said, just downscale.
Yeah, this
yield
thing
Bahamut.
is absolutely enormous. Its wings clip through the edge of the biggest stage.
Oh my
Ah,
God.
there he is in all his pride and glory.
He got very big, chunky chest.
He really do. He really do.
I agree with Shay. Both. I can picture both.
Yeah, have this diva do a Deathwing thing as your normal form, and then just have that as your dragon form. It's just
Yes.
like, I am Bahamut, bitches.
Yes.
Fearless.
Yeah.
I say both. An Indoraptor Duchy.
A
I can't be
Rapchi.
both. Like I said, I can't be both. I can be a dragon, Velociraptor, Indoraptor, or Dutch Angel Dragon. I
Rapchi.
can't be both.
Rapchi.
A Dutch Indoraptor, that is a dragon that has wings.
Actually, come to think of it, let me try and see if I can find a set of
Yeah, I'm
horns.
picturing fluffy Indoraptor with wings.
A fluffy Indoraptor with wings.
Yes.
Well, I'm already a fluffy Indoraptor, a furry. But I can't have wings. I can't have wings.
Indoraptor!
I'm a good Indoraptor!
Is it good boy?
I'm a good boy! I really sound like Keem there, don't I?
A little.
Oh God!
What the
Okay. Are we mimicking the freaking pufferfish now?
No.
No,
No, we're just
you're undead.
Ugh.
we're just like, oh, don't stop! Keem, did you do that? Hang on, Keem,
Oh.
stop it.
Okay, I won't stop then. Oh.
Oh.
Stop.
Oh.
This is so
That
This
sounds
is
so
so
wrong.
annoying.
It's
Right,
all for me.
stop.
It sounds like it sounds wrong.
It does a bit.
Yeah, but that's how it sounds like. It's just all.
Stop. I
There.
told
Why
you.
don't you
Stop.
warm it?
Shay, I've just stuck some horns on Diva's head. Now she's a half dragon.
Question: can they be turned slightly? As in, like
Matthew.
Wait, now I need to
Ma'am?
remember. Is it vertically or horizontally?
I can make them do that. I can make them do that. At least I stick to their head.
Who else?
Wait,
Who else is nervous for the session
can
Saturday?
they be turned so they like are done to down low? Like if you remember what they actually look like on Alexandra's model.
I can't move them individually.
No, but like, can they be like, so you know how you turned them? Is it vertically or horizontally?
Hang on, I think what you mean like this? Just slightly adjusted on the head. That better?
Yes, that is the that is the
There
best.
is a sad display, boy.
And another thing, you're
You're
beautiful.
ugly. God damn it.
Yeah, he changed it. He said, "You're beautiful."
You're beautiful. Indeed, today I feel like a woman. What? What? I was told we would be men.
What the heck are you guys doing?
Memes.
Being the oxymorons.
I believe
Matt.
it is called being precious.
Ma'am?
So you're gonna quickly. My question for you is, like, you're gonna develop your voice for Keem fairly quickly during the battle
Yeah,
on Saturday.
I didn't. Again, I did. I felt like I had an idea, but it just didn't come out right. So I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I need to scale Alexandra's model down a bit. She's a bit big. There.
Like, Shay, how tall is Alexandra supposed to be? Because for Dusk, she's supposed to be 4'11".
Let me open up the campaign and see what I've written down, because I actually wrote down her size in her character sheet.
An interesting and fun fact: there is actually a way of determining what your character's size is. They give you an average size, and then you add like a particular dulce rye to it.
Dulce roll.
Dulce rye.
Dulce is right.
That
But, like-
boy ain't
I
right.
mean, I could make Alexandra smaller than Narnia.
No. For some reason, wait. Why did I write 6'5"? How tall is 6'5" in centimeters?
Pretty tall.
Beep.
6'5".
Beep.
That's a
Okay,
decent height.
well, I don't think this tape measure's long enough.
Beep.
Oh, yeah. No, that seems to fit. Yeah.
Because I've made her just slightly taller than Sophie. Or I could make her just about the same sort of height as Tholish.
Beep.
But
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Matthew, how tall is Keem
Let's
again?
see.
30 feet?
I still have it all written in the thing. I'll go check.
I think he's meant to be like 3 foot, isn't he? 3.5 foot.
I'm still low-key curious if Doom Knight is actually going to do the donation.
What does Norse mythology have to do with any of this?
Hmm?
He said he's low-key curious.
Not that low key.
Listen here, wise ass now.
Bat.
I am curious though if Doom Knight is going to do a specific donation, and if so, if Zacharias would allow a specific thing to happen. He probably would, simply just because of how dark the actual transformation is.
Oh god, what are you talking about?
So remember me talking about a specific thing for that I found called the Demi Dragon?
Oh no.
Also, the person updated the Demi Dragon again, which is cool and neat. But the transformation is a bit specific. Give me a second, I'll find this.
I think I remember most of it. It was... You're supposed to be doing some sort of ritual while bathing in the blood of the said dragon while also eating its heart.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, where is it?
That was about the only specific information I remember of what Shady was talking
Height.
about.
There it is. Required materials. A creature of humanoid origin with acceptable size parameters. The subject. Minimum 125 liters of dragon's blood to bathe in. A fresh dragon's heart to be consumed. Wing bones of an appropriate size need not be draconic. A spell focus as a lens. Ash of oak to ground and stabilize. Incense to ward and seal. The procedure should take place in a clean and controlled environment. It is strongly recommended to make use of warding incense before and throughout the procedure in order to prevent the interference of unwanted elements. The subject is stripped of all clothing and other paraphernalia, such as any metals that pierce flesh or other jewelry, and is anointed with a balm made of ash of the blackest oak. From this point on, do not let the subject come into contact with materials other than those used by the procedure. The subject is submerged in a pool of dragon's blood. The pool must be large enough to fully submerge the subject and should be constructed with ideal measurements ah, to the specifications of both humanoid and draconic shapes. A lid of Gryle can be employed to prevent the subject from bursting to the surface prematurely. Avoid using shackles to ground the subject, as they will interfere with the metamorphosis. The submerged subject will be unable to breathe and may flail during the procedure. Transmutation or enchantment magics can relieve the need to breathe or keep the subject calm, but are not necessary to complete the procedure. Before immersion, the subject should be supplied with a dragon's heart, or one should be placed within the pool where the subject can reach it. As soon as the subject is fully submerged, establish an arcane feedback loop by channeling as much magical power through the dragon's heart and into the subject as possible. The type of magic is irrelevant, only the magnitude matters. As the subject makes contact with the imbued heart, they will experience a sensation of being washed away by a powerful torrent, and they are power and a and they are a powerful individual. The subject will be able to surrender a piece of themselves to this torrent in order to further empower the ritual. As soon as the subject makes contact with the imbued heart, assistants should stand at the ready to act, depending upon the type of dragon from which the heart originates. They must take one of the five actions: heat the pool of blood to a boiling temperature, cool the pool of the blood to a freezing temperature, pour acid into the pool of blood, electrocute the pool of blood until the heart beats in response, pour poison or venom into the pool of blood. If the subject has established a viable connection with the magical energies channeled throughout the heart, the subject will receive a degree of protection. If not, the subject will expire and all spent materials will be wasted. At the height of the procedure, when the subject begins to show signs of metamorphosis, the subject must consume the imbued heart while remaining submerged. An unwilling or unaware subject will expire, so make certain that they are adequately informed. A particularly rebellious subject may choose to refuse in spite of the demise. In such a case, enchantment magics must be employed to force the subject. Once the heart is consumed, the application of channeled magic can cease. At this point, the subject will be deep in the furrows of metamorphosis and will lose consciousness, at which point no further action is required. However, it can be useful to supply the subject with wing bones by way of telekinesis, in order to encourage the growth of new limbs. These bones must be undamaged condition, but need not consist of a full set of an entirely accurate size fit, as the subject will compensate for the lack of accuracy in their own time. The development of wings seems to be more difficult than that of tails, and therefore little encouragement is needed in that regard. The subject will gradually absorb a portion of the dragon's blood. Allow the subject to lie or float freely during this time. In most cases, the subject will be left unconscious for several hours. Do not disturb the subject, but ensure that they can breathe freely at this stage. Most subjects will be left scaleless and with clearly underdeveloped limbs. This is normal and will correct itself over time. Some subjects have even observed to form dewdrops of blood, which resolve into fully formed scales with a matter of hours. The subjects tend to be healthier and more active the following procedure. While a fascinating occurrence is unclear what caused the phenomenon, further studies and on more subjects are required. Allow the subject to sleep. Any blood remaining in the pool is tainted and useless. It should be disposed of once the subject leaves the pool. Do not attempt to reuse it. In the following days, the subject will experience a craving for magical energy and an inexplicable ability to extract it from any valid source. While it can be useful to make use of this craving to establish your relationship as a superior with the subject, it is recommended to indulge it the first time, as it seems to have a positive effect on the subject's condition. Make certain that a meal, both physical and magical, is left ready for when the subject regains consciousness. Some subjects, unusual species, have been observed to retain features of their former conscience. One avian subject maintained beak features, while another did not. Tests have proven inconclusive, and the matter is discarded as irrelevant.
Did you have to read all of
Jesus.
that?
You're welcome.
So why do you think Knight would do that? Donate for that particular thing?
Oh no, he would donate for everyone to do a class-specific respec. So you would be able to, like, either change your class completely or change your levels in your class. This
Oh lordy.
would make sense.
I found the heights, by the way. There you go.
Yeah, except I don't know where to find the measuring thing that you use.
Yeah, it got
Also,
removed, but I think someone re-uploaded it. Hold on. I'll look it up.
also that's before Alexandra's time as well.
Measuring.
But no,
Jesus.
I think this could actually work, simply just because story reasons and also the transformations low key
Measuring
really
ruler.
dark.
So you're thinking of having Alexandra become a demi-dragon?
To further her strength in her conquest for power.
Oh, wait, hang on. I think that might have actually have been. Oh yeah, wait. I think I found it. Yeah, I found it.
So did I.
The one thing that makes me worried is you say she's neutral evil now?
Yes.
Perhaps we do need the deck of minis things and make her draw the balance card.
What do you mean?
Make you neutral good.
What do you mean?
It
No.
worries me.
Well, Dusk doesn't know.
She does have a little more dragon to her than anything, and she could probably sense that sort of thing. And since, well, obviously we both know that since Sekrios didn't allow it, Dusk obviously does not know what
I mean,
Alexandra did.
People do know what Alexandra did because of the flashback.
Oh yeah. But it worries me specifically, because I'm just like, because I have this feeling that Grim would take advantage of that and make you try to kill the rest of us.
What? No.
You know the boot to the head?
Yes.
I was laughing my goddamn head off at that.
Yeah, you laughed hard about it yesterday too.
Beep.
But
Yeah.
but Shay.
Ooh.
I was gonna say Dusk has always. I was gonna say, can we make it canon that Dusk has treated Alexandra like a sister, or
I feel like she kind of already has.
because the whole braiding her hair and putting the flower in it?
Yeah.
How old is Alexandra? I'm curious.
She is. Did I write it down? Let's go see if I actually read it. Have it written down on her character sheet.
Damn it! I hit the wrong button. No, I don't want Oculus open. Thank you very much. Now go away. Thank you. Wait, Dusk is only 126.
Go Iwi.
I can't seem. Is there an
That-
easier way to use the sliders in Source Filmmaker so that it's not as stiff to try and use the? Because the closest I can
Matthew.
get her to is just under 140. I can't get her 20 centimeters shorter.
Or what's going on?
The scale slider for Source Filmmaker, I'm trying to make Dusk a little bit smaller, but I can't seem to get her just right. So I wanted to know if there's a way to stop it from snapping.
Oh, use the 0 slider over it.
God, I actually made her this young.
Use
She's
the
actually
0
only-
slider over
Ah, there
it.
we go.
She's
How
actually
old
only.
is she?
She's actually only 30 years old.
30?
Oh, here, Kage.
I pictured her as 25 with how inexperienced she acts.
Well, that's the nature of actually like understanding things and growing up when you're raised like this. Because the thing is, elves only mature into adulthood once they reach 100 years.
And with Dusk being a half dragon, like
I mean,
I've been
how old is Dusk, anyways?
I that's what I've been trying to figure out because I didn't want her to make her that much older than Keem, and kobolds can only live about 25, 30 years.
That's
No.
that's more to do with if they can actually survive.
I mean, then again, I didn't really think about it when I actually did give her an age, and besides, nothing has been said about her age, so something around roughly 20 to 24 might make sense.
Yeah, and I was thinking Dusk could be like in her late 20s. Not 30s yet, but late 20s because she has a bit more experience. And she grew up in a place that's peaceful, but yet still has experience in war. One of the fun
I've already
facts
seen
about
that.
Yeah, I know.
one of the fun facts about Dusk is she was actually a witness to both her grandfather's death. Because Ikram the Black was the werewolf chief of her mother's tribe, and Shardathus the Golden was the dragon king of his kingdom. So she has witnessed both their deaths during a fight. And she was at quite a young age when this happened. And it kind of made her more determined to be a better person.
Ooh. Sorry, but newbie, I found something interesting that you might be interested in on the Unearthed Arcana Reddit.
What?
I have found the... Where the fuck are they? Where the fuck are they? Where the fuck are they? Elementalist and Necromancer from Guild Wars 2 as classes for 5e
Oh, interesting.
D&D, which is neat with new spells and everything that they can
Hey,
cast.
Matthew. How old would you say Keem is? About 24? 25?
Don't know.
Because I imagine him being slightly younger than Dusk.
Definitely.
What the fuck am I listening?
I don't know.
I
It's
don't
because
know.
it's because
Fearless started it.
Fearless is laughing at something, and he started making that little noise.
Case in fucking point.
Boot to the head. That's all I can say. Boot to the head.
Oh, he watched the Phoenix Wright boot to the head, didn't he?
Boot to that.
He's watching it over and over again.
I mean, it is glorious.
It's so funny.
yes, I remember seeing that many a year ago.
And that's what I've got as my
Stop
phone
watching it,
notification.
it's so funny.
Also, I found something adorable, and I love it.
Oh dear.
Look. Oh, goddammit, it's too gosh darn big. What the fuck are those small creatures called again? Axolotl?
Hey Sophie, can I just ask?
Ixels?
Yeah, I don't think you've ever said
No.
Dutchy or Indo-Actor.
I said both.
We
I
said
can't
both.
be both.
Look at this.
I
Oh,
choose
those
both.
things. Yeah, I remember you linking that.
That is so
They're so cute.
I also just realised Narnia's size is out of date considering
What
that
are
she's
they?
smaller now.
Yeah.
So she's probably about Keem size.
Can I just
Apparently
ask
she's
even
everyone,
smaller.
what are they?
Theoretically means I should actually make.
They're basically based on the real life creature. So what? What the fuck are they called again?
Axolotl.
Axolotl. Those. They're basically based on those, but they've been anthropomorphized.
Well, they're also known as they're also called mud puppies.
Are they?
My
Yes,
puppy!
that is a nickname.
My puppy! My puppy! My puppy! My puppy. Okay, I'm good.
Shush.
Matthew.
Now I've got everybody's cannon heights roughly the same. How big did you say Alexandra was?
Roughly 180 to 190 centimeters.
Oh wow, I've only got her at 150 at the moment, so she's a bit smaller than she should be. Hold on.
She is
Matthew.
not a
Also,
small
yes,
being.
Sophie?
Bat.
Wait, where'd her model go? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, so you said Wait, you said 180 to 190, didn't you?
Yes.
Wow, she's tall.
Yes, she is. And then you got Dusk, who's this little shrimp. And she basically braids her hair. Hold on, Alexander, hold on.
I mean, that's how tall I am in real life as well.
Sweet but Jesus.
I'm 180 centimeters tall.
I'm not sure how
It-
tall I am.
If we went to hug, I would not be able to reach anything but chest.
Hey.
Hey
I mean,
Matthew, how tall are you in real life? Matthew.
Matty boy.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted because I was trying to use speech recognition. I don't remember, unfortunately, and I don't know how to find out right now. I have no measuring tape or anything like that.
I think I'm about 5'10", 5'11", but I don't know what that is in centimeters.
Do you
Oh,
remember if I was
God.
taller or about the same height as you, or were you taller than me when we met? Newbie?
I can't remember. I think I was probably I think we were around about the same sort of size. I'm not sure. Hang on. How big am I in...
If that is true, then you both have 1 foot on me.
The only time I've ever seen someone smaller than me is my brother's wife. Simply because she is Japanese, so she is a small bean.
I have Irish and Scottish in my bloodline, and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna be made fun of. I'm the leprechaun of the family.
Okay, according to this, I am apparently just under 156 centimeters. So I'm actually probably slightly below average when it comes to normal human height.
Wait a minute, average is 6 foot.
Yeah, so I am slightly below that.
Excuse me, I
which
was
means
always told average was 5 foot.
Which means my which means my Dragon Ball character is actually taller than me by about 30 centimeters.
Jesus. So if Matthew is probably about your height, 5'10", 5'11", that means you both have a whole foot on me because I'm 4'11" without my shoes.
Pardon me.
Apparently, according to Kage, you people
Lol.
small. Why? How tall are you then, Kage? Wait, is keep hovering above the floor? Actually, come to think of it, are his feet in the floor? No, they're not. Apparently, Kage's 174 centimeters.
174. Huh.
Like I said, I think I'm just naturally quite short, or shorter than most people, because most people are around about. Even people younger than me are taller than me.
Hang
by the
on,
way, this is a small little
I'm like
nitpick. It's up to you in the end, but when I was measuring Keem and whatnot, I shrunk his head down just a little bit so it wasn't too over the top chibi head.
Whoop.
Phoebe.
My
Look at
height
all
is
the joints
basically
on us.
180 or something, and I'm still growing.
And most of that is just the skirt, don't forget.
Ah, yes, the skirt physics, the most important.
I'm
Also,
myself, but I'm still growing. So
newbie,
Mm-hmm.
can you put Keem and Dusk side by side because I want to see?
I was just doing it kind of semi in order in which we joined, although admittedly you and Narnia are the wrong way round. And actually, no, you and Alex. In fact, last three are the wrong way round because it went Narnia, Alexandra, and then Dusk. Because you were the last one to join.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, because you met Alexandra at the abortion clinic before you met Dusk.
I still
Wait, what,
listen to that and
abortion
think that sounds really, really stupid. But then again, this is a Sacris campaign we're talking about here.
Point. Or as Sacris would put it, parental help clinic. Oh yeah, no.
Look at Weird Science. Look how tall
Lies-
Weird Science is.
I don't actually know how tall Weird Science is. I'm just using the default size for him.
We defeated a possessed dumpster, which was
Matthew,
filled
you're so short.
fetuses.
what?
Look how short you are.
Like I said, this is a Sacris campaign. He don't care for anything.
I would like to question Sakuра's mindset.
Basically, we
I
had
said mindset.
Basically, we had an entire section where we actually met Shrek. Just putting that out.
You met fucking Shrek.
We've also got a character at the moment that is literally Count Dankula with a werepug that does Nazi salutes.
We've also canonically started a what's it called, SpongeBob episode.
Yeah, we've literally started the canon to a SpongeBob episode.
Or as Paul called it, the SpongeBobs.
Hey Matthew, does that look right?
What?
Height, but difference between Dusk and Keem.
I know he wants me to make the head slightly smaller, but I'm like, nope, keeping the head as it is.
It seems about right, I suppose.
Is small and cute.
Because this was the measurement I did, which is how I got back and down your height.
And now I'm just going to do some random posing because I want to.
Oh, hold on. I'm going back. I gotta see.
Don't forget to save.
Dusk, strike a pose.
In the beginning, it was Sev, Keem, and then they met Red, and then you met Thol, Darius, then Thol, and then.
By the way, is this how you spell Charlie?
Charlie bit me.
Are you gonna make this?
Pardon?
He's gonna make
I'm just going to have
kiss.
I'm having you two hugging each other, but Keem's sort of nuzzling his nose in between your cleavage.
I'm seeing this.
That was a thing that happened.
Hey,
You're not far off the mark.
We're keeping it canonically right.
Yeah, and Sev's all Keem. So fluffy. Keem, get your head out of her chest, Fluff, and pay attention.
Well, at least we're appreciating and keeping it to the original source material. Hell yeah.
Also, I think in the house.
Dusk will get on one knee to hug Keem.
I was just doing it based off of just what I could see in my mind, which was just sort of you sort of crouching down slightly, just enough so that he was just sort of. To be perfectly honest, that looks kind of ridiculous.
I think I for a second just saw a nipple there.
Yeah, it's because of the way that the normals work on models. If you move the camera enough, certain models disappear.
Oh god. Somebody said I thought this was family friendly.
Well, I set the
Who the
stream up
fuck
not
says
intended.
this is
I
family
set the
friendly?
stream up for not intended for kids. So
Fair enough.
if you technically classify as if you legally classify as a kid, then you shouldn't be here. You should
How
be
do
over
I
on. You should be on
classify
YouTube
myself as a
Kids.
kid?
Go back to bloody Fortnite.
No.
Yeah, go watch Ninja.
But how do I classify myself as a kid then?
The fuck did you just say to me?
Bless his soul. All day is achieved.
Jesus Christ, that sounded weird as hell.
I've got one thing to say to Sophie.
Is it really one thing?
I can only be one or the other.
God
Be
damn
both.
it.
That wasn't one thing. You failed.
I prefer you as an Endo Dragon. Not Endo Dragon.
Endo Dragon.
Endo Dragon. Oh, we've created an entirely
Oh,
new
stop it, you
species.
guys!
No.
Huh? What do you mean, you guys?
Right now, I just need to find out which.
I like how I'm the only
can be one
female
or
in
the
the
other.
call.
No, be both. We
I
demand.
can't. My transformation won't allow me.
We demanded the
But you're
transformation.
a dragon. Fearless, you're a dragon who turned into a velociraptor, who then turned into an Endoraptor.
Sounds pretty magical to me, so you can do whatever the fuck you want, because magic.
Exactly.
I mean,
I'd
Karge
rather
is
keep my
technically a shape.
forms
I mean,
natural
Karge,
as
isn't your
possible.
dragon a shapeshifter as well? Because you're like a wolf and a dragon or something. I think.
Well, yeah, Dusk is a dragon wolf hybrid. But
No,
one
I
of
was
my
talking
characters.
about Karge as in guy that's currently in stream chat. One of the mods.
Ah. And
It's a
one of
good
my
thing, though.
characters I actually have and have been using, who is also named Sophie, is a shapeshifter. No matter what, she changes into anything.
And then you have me being a basic bitch, being a
I've just seen a Gordon Mumsey / Monster Hunter
Oh
meme
God, where are
on
Keem's
Facebook.
finger posing again?
Facebook, really.
Finger
Yeah,
pose.
yeah, hang on. I've got a fucking.
You went down a hill, man. You went
save
down.
it and then fucking post the goddamn thing on
Okay,
here.
so his finger posing came back again.
Okay, if you only want to choose one form, I choose Dutchy Dragon because you're fluffy, you're cute, and I just want to squish your face.
Okay.
It's a
Oh,
fuffy!
thank you!
And remove
It's
the
a
rig.
fuffy!
And then you have me,
I'm
who's just
so
a basic
fluffy!
bitch, being a
Oh, man, have you
got
done
it.
it
I
the
got
kid
his fingers
from
back.
Monsters Inc. or something?
grey and green
What is
wolf.
Oh,
it?
We just
newbie.
posted
It looks
now
like
on the
somebody
boards.
dabbed.
Wait, is that Monster Inc. kid that said you're so fluffy? Wait, no, it's Despicable. Yeah,
It's Despicable Me. It's the little girl with the... I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's a fuffy, I'm gonna die! Yeah.
It's a fluffy!
It's a fluffy!
Keem's face and head is so huge. And in silence.
Yep. Because I'm
I'm
just
just writing
just
some
in the
things
middle
right
of
now.
posing, so...
I'll be right back.
Have you seen my message? What I should
Ah,
post of
damn it,
Monster
it's
Hunter
doing
and
this thing
Gordon
again.
Ramsay?
Hang on. Rig.
Give me a minute, Fearless. I am watching
Alright.
Noob do something.
Okay,
Okay.
then take the rig back.
Hey,
It's so
Sophie,
funny.
Off again.
what cup size is Dusk?
That's supposed to.
Oh, it'd be cute if Dust kisses the tip of Keem's nose.
I was originally just going to have her sitting there, like, just looking at him, sort of like, you're my little kobold. But
Yes, Sophie, the more I stare at them, the more I'm curious. What cup size is...
Wait, why does it give me a colour background?
She's like me, so triple D.
Triple D?
Yes, I am a triple D.
My
So,
lord.
wait, the melon-sized breasts I had previously were actually more specifically accurate?
No, because mine don't look like that. Mine look more like what is current.
Jesus Christ, you must have real back pain.
So the melon ones were unrealistic. These are a little more realistic to what I look.
Oh no.
Really?
Yes.
Ah yes.
No,
Ah
stop
yes.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
Hang
God.
on.
Nah.
Where did the
Yes.
where did the thing
Yes.
go? There it is. Hang on.
Yes.
Let's just.
Yes.
There we go. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'll put him back.
NoobMister, I swear to God.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I like
Why
him big
don't you
and
just put a
chunky.
bounty on his head?
I like him big.
I like him big. I like him chunky.
I fucked the monkey.
Chunky.
Oh, conversations are always so much better once everybody's here.
I mean, you can just say at the end of like I like him big, I like him chunky, I fucked the monkey.
Oh, I don't.
Well,
I don't
you
actually
have
know the
to-
rest of that song. All I know is just that big. I like him big. I like him chunky.
I mean, everyone bloody knows that.
Well, they know that I fucked the monkey thing.
Yeah, apparently.
You know, I'm curious. Would Sevlanis ever find a love interest?
Not in this campaign.
He's forever alone.
True.
Because if we try and do that, you just know for fucking certain Sacrius is going to try and pair me off with the dumbest thing physically possible.
Oh yeah, no, I would never trust any of my characters' love life with this campaign.
You know, I was gonna say.
Why does Sector just create a JoJo campaign by now? Because I would say it is.
We didn't, and we also didn't hear anything you said, Sophie, because you went robotic.
Now is it good?
No.
Hold on,
No.
let me try something real quick.
Hold on. Okay, now.
Sophie,
Is
say
this-
something.
Is this cause being a dick to me, you know?
Nope, I just switched it to US Central.
Okay, now.
Hello?
Can anybody hear me? Hello.
Yeah, there you are.
Hello.
I was
can
gonna
you
say,
hear me?
please don't get mad at me. I can picture Sevlanis with Alexandra.
Well, Katie is bisexual, so that.
Hello there.
Oh no.
Except I'm not. I'm cis. I'm white. I'm male. I'm straight.
He's
I'm
bored.
cisgendered. According to the internet, I am literally the scum of the earth.
I was about to say.
Well, the only reason why I can picture it is like I can picture Sevlanis being like that balance because Sev is neutral, correct?
He's
Oh, he's
neutral
good.
good, yes.
And then Alexandra's neutral evil. You two would balance each other out.
I do 2
I'm
good
just
things.
a-
She slaps me. She does 2 bad things. I slap her. Okay.
Yes.
Makes sense.
And I think what would be cute is like when they like if it could become canon, what would be cute for them to spark a little bit of an interest in each other would be a cute little slow dance. That's all I imagine.
I mean, you're asking too much about the thing.
Like I
You're
said,
asking too much.
I really wouldn't want to do any kind of relationship things, not with Sacrius as the DM.
Yes, I agree to that.
Hmm.
One thing I'm curious to see is how Sekri's reaction is going to be as I'm slowly amassing an army, and if he's asking me if this is balanced, and it's like, this is something you're supposed to be able to do.
Mm.
The fact that I'm gonna have, because we didn't mention the fact that I had 3 skeletons with me as we arrived.
Yeah, I think he's just making us use whenever.
I forget. I was supposed to put the rotation mode as local, wasn't I? Actually,
And
no.
don't forget.
World rotation actually seems to work. At least in this situation, because it's just putting the dress where I want it.
You know, it'd be hilarious.
What?
You doing a pose with Thol making him do something silly.
Hang on, now that you mention it. I just realised this has gone from me doing an animation to just me doing...
Cute
Messing
pose.
around.
Just doing poses.
Also, I found something hilarious, which is
Oh
this.
dear. Giggity.
The fucking raz of
Cloud
Tiamat.
Meyer stop.
Then you have fucking a friend of mine who just writes, I for one welcome our tyrannical overlord, draconic overlord. And it's just like, sure, I'd serve Tiamat. When I die, I become an Abshai. And for those
Wait,
who
do
don't
these-
know,
And I
Yes.
saw what you posted, Fearless. Oh my god.
an Abshai is basically
again?
like a devil dragon.
I saw what you posted.
Ah, right.
Yeah, the Monster Hunter / Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
It's like, you, fuck off!
Oh
Based-
no, what are you having him do?
Yeah, just sort of leaning in and giving you both a thumbs up.
Giving them both what?
Thumbs up. Because he's just like, hey!
Meme.
Base-
I'm a bick.
Basically, in death, you become draconic and a devil at that. So it's just like, sign me the fuck up for that. As long as you gain the favor of Tiamat, that is. So good luck impressing a... What is that? 5-headed? Yeah, 5-headed draconic deep devil god thing.
Wait, a 5-headed dragon? Konami?
Yeah.
Have you been copying people again? Because there is
Why
literally,
not
there is
the
literally
ma-
a creature
what?
in the
Hold on.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game that is actually a 5-headed dragon.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
there is.
remember him.
Do they have different colored heads?
Yes!
Yes.
In fact, I will go and look it up right now.
I
Because it'd be
mean, I
funny if-
like the white
Yep,
blue-eyed
5-headed dragon.
dragon, a 3-headed one.
Because it'd be
Also,
funny if it's the same colors
Isn't
as
light blue
Tiamat.
eyes dragon called, a chimera? Technically a chimera.
Yeah. That's the 5-headed dragon card.
Let's see, what do we have here? Red, white, black, blue. What's the last
I
one?
think it's metallic.
Then it's... Oh, they just barely dodged it, because I was about to say that's 4 of the 5 chromatic
Actually, no,
colors.
hang on. This card cannot be destroyed in battle by dark, earth, water, fire, and wind monsters.
So what kind of element can be destroyed?
Light attribute?
Hmm.
Ooh, they really did dodge a bullet there because those heads on that Yu-Gi-Oh card look similar to Tiamat.
Yeah, that's why I just went, hang on, Tiamat, 5-headed dragon. They've been fucking copying, haven't they?
Tiamat
I
is
mean,
great,
if
honestly.
I've dragons been existed
Oh,
for a long
actually,
time,
hang on.
that
Let me
card is
just...
done.
Yeah, this is actually the 5-headed dragon from the show itself. Just to give you a better...
That is
I'm
really
more
terrible
elemental.
resolution.
Yeah, sorry, that was... I didn't realise that the resolution was so low.
Yeah, no, they saved it by not actually having a green head.
Yeah, fire,
Is-
water.
Is somebody dying?
Is someone dying?
Just a cough.
I
That's
shall
my
poop
bloody
him to
period.
life again.
Archimedes, no.
It's Felicians, yeah. But...
Birds. Bird comes out of his mouth.
I'm
Hey.
surprised that,
Remember,
I'm
lad,
surprised that
ham drunk, but...
It deserves a
Deserves
drink.
burps in Heavy's place.
I'm
Heavy's
ready.
like, what the fuck?
Medic! I'm Doctor.
Whoa!
Hey, newbie.
Yes.
Do you know what actually got me to find Matthew in the first place? Years ago.
Second
what?
Life, wasn't it?
It was a picture actually of
Probably
Mike
porn.
set.
'Cause
And then I
all,
just
all
went-
that I remember is that you two met each other through something.
Divine Art, I believe.
Deviant art.
I was about to say.
Yeah, Deviant Art.
Deviant
because
art. My goodness.
That's how I say it.
I wouldn't really call the art there divine, per se.
Cursed, maybe. Maybe.
But
Sometimes
I just happened to see a picture of this little Cheeto of a pony, followed the account, and then happened to see he had a YouTube, went there and realized I had already followed him before because I had originally found him through Molestia.
Oh, you saw that.
Ah, yes. Porn.
So, it's thanks to you, newbie.
I mean, the first time that I actually noticed Mike's set is actually probably through the Molestia animation as well. And then, of course,
Yeah.
all the voice act that he's done in animated furry porn.
And so it was thanks to Molestia I started following Matthew.
And by
And
extension, newbie.
Ah, yes. Who would have thought that molesting and ponies would get you to your friends? Who would have thought?
And then because of I was interested in what other videos Matthew had made, I happened upon his Surgeon Simulator.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, and my
Archimedes,
favorite, and my
Yeah.
favorite forevermore is going to be the one where you can hear his father break something in the background,
And my mom
yelling at him.
Yelling at him.
Oh shoot! So just broke in the kitchen.
Before my dad leaves, yeah, well, we got more room in the cupboard now.
Yes.
Okay.
But
I
I
can't
just
tell whether this orc's legs are slightly disproportioned or I'm just posing this very, very badly. I'm just gonna go with posing it very, very badly.
But my favorite is when Matthews they're going. I liked that.
I liked that. Yep.
Oh, laddie. Because to me it sounded like she said laddie in the background, so I'm just like, hmm?
Yeah, but it was honey. Ah, honey! I liked that.
It was the funniest thing I ever listened to, and I listened to it so many times. You know what would
All
be
right, I
cute if
finished
you were
what I
able-
was working on. So, Mr. EL, do not click the spoiler tag. You have been warned. But here we go. I have finished the showcase.
So, Maestro, do not click on this thing that he is about to show, because you will...
I'll just say this. I'm SCP things. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that
Oh
only.
my god.
Is it SCP?
No, it is not SCP related.
I'm fine with that then.
Matthew.
Like I said, I was working on those pictures back there as showcases, and I needed to make the main showcase. Basically, this is what you're downloading. This is what's included. Nabotis JW textures are not by default. They are textures thrown into a file that you need to slap on with the element editor.
The black one with the green feathers. You should make them purple, and it would be Sevlanus as a raptor.
I'm gonna say straightforward, Matt. I'm okay with anything that is not SCP, alright?
Why
If it's
specifically
a-
SCP?
Because he's a big fan of it, so...
I just listen to me. I have been part
And
of
what
this
was the name of that
community
SCP
for-
doctor guy that's pretty much like the Deadpool of SCP that does ridiculous shenanigans?
Dr. Bright. He's not in SCP. He is Dr. Bright.
I just saw something you could do with her wings.
And I didn't say SCP, I said doctor.
I think I already know where you're going to go with that one.
She wraps
Dr.
them
Bright
around his
is
lower
really
half as well.
cool,
Yeah, but then it kind of obscures everything else.
By the way,
Yeah,
Sophie,
okay.
did I misspell anything? I'm always paranoid of that.
I just thought it would be cute. Like, she also wrapping him in a cocoon of warmth on his lower half.
I mean, I can try, but...
But
I'm not
to
sure
be
how
honest with one
flexible
thing, I
these
never
wings
heard
are.
Dr. Bright being described the Deadpool of SCP universe. I never heard him that described. To be honest.
You haven't been around enough, then.
Really, nobody really calls him, as far as I know, Deadpool kind of guy.
Do you
I know he
actively
doesn't
look for
say
people that
stuff.
talk about him or refer to him as such to someone of an outside source who has no idea?
You know,
We just say Dr. Bright. Right? We just say Dr. Bright. That's it.
not to sound pessimistic, but at the same time, you're also
Oh, just
like
Bright.
you've also played League an amount, and you didn't even know people called Rift Herald Shelly.
Matthew, look what Noob's doing.
Who?
Noob.
No, I meant what Shay was saying, but okay.
This is it's more or less just the fact that Maestro didn't even Maestro played specifically League for a while. I know that for a fact, but he didn't even know that people called a specific character in it Shelly as well, and everyone went on the fence on that.
I don't even hear you, Shade.
That sounds like a you problem.
Look at the cuteness.
100. I have made 200% volume. I can still hear you.
But with the showcase thing, again, did I misspell anything? Because I'm always paranoid about that.
Not as far as I could see.
Again, sounds like a you problem.
Okay, now I can clearly hear you, but it's
Don't
200.
make it a Uganda problem, though.
Uganda.
I mean, please don't, because we've already killed off that character by the glory of freaking Alexandra.
You assisted Thrick and stabbing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm happy Alexandra was able to successfully succeed on a persuasion check.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about. Like, why are your rolls so bad sometimes?
It's just RNG in general.
That's just RNG. I almost died. One of my characters almost died not too long ago because a water elemental double critted me, which means if it crits you while you're supposed to be unconscious, you take 2 failures to your death saving throws.
Oh god.
I'm
Look
gonna
at
head
the
off to bed now, guys.
cuteness, Matthew.
Yeah.
Okay, good night, bye.
Who's going to bed?
Spirit.
Oh, Spirit.
Okay.
I'm looking at it even more cuter.
Okay, see you
video
later, Spirit.
right now.
Oh.
Bye, Spirit.
Bye-bye. Also, my head is fucking huge!
It stays that size!
Big
That's
brain.
why I shrunk it.
Oh yeah, you can't say that Keem is quite the big-brained fella.
Still needs to retrace his steps and have a look at his documents that he's made over his travels to be able to regain most of his memory.
Yeah. We'll do that after.
Wait, so what did Sacrius tell you about the whole class thing? Like, if you were allowed to...
I don't really know if he's really going to follow through with it or not. It seems to all be up in the air. So until I know for certain, I don't know that if we get into a fight next session, I don't know whether or not to avoid using my powers at all, as a hint that, well, Keem has forgotten how to
It's a
cast spells.
cocoon of warmth.
The only thing
It's
you
so
wouldn't
cute.
using would be cutting words.
And all of my other spells.
Not all of them. Only some of them. It's only like 2 extra spells.
I think it was like Speak with Dead and whatever other spell you learned at that time.
Yeah, which is a large majority of them, including polymorph and whatnot.
No, bards are able to learn polymorph.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
Dear. Let me get into an image and send it to us.
Thal, is that Thal or is that supposed to be
That's
bruh?
Thal.
That's Thal.
That's Thal.
So Thal is all supportive. Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
hey, game.
Bards are able to learn
Good job.
polymorph.
Good job.
Good job, team.
Again, the first time I had to step in as Thal for a bit, I love to think that I did a good job.
Her hair's a bit stiff.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I need to change that. Hang on.
But now the only thing you wouldn't be able to use would be cutting words.
It's okay. So again, can I theoretically, from what I remember one of you saying, I can attack 3 times, 2 times with my main weapon, and use my bonus action since I'm wielding it with one hand and have the other, or whatever. I can apparently use. Wait, was that correct? Can I attack 2-handed twice and then wield my crossbow to attack with a bonus action?
Yes, you can, because unequipping
Noob, this is precious.
unequipping
Thank
and
you.
equipping a weapon is a free action,
Sadite.
unless you do it multiple times.
Is that in general, or is that only because of the College of Swords?
No, in general.
So
Anyone-
I could have attacked with 2-handed in those fights before, and then used my my crossbow, right?
Yes.
Son of a bitch! I did not know that.
Matthew.
And by multiple times, do
precious.
you mean? I know.
Oh wait, no
and-
wait. The crossbow is a light crossbow, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's a light crossbow.
Which is a 2-handed. Oh wait, is it?
I think it's one.
No,
I
light
think it's
crossbow is a
single-handed.
one-handed.
Hey, chat, what do you guys think of this little situation? Isn't it adorable?
It's 2-handed. Light crossbow is 2-handed, so you wouldn't actually be able to do an attack and then shoot with it.
Hold on a second. Hey noob. Again, in times like this, when you're posing hair like that, look at it in the direction with your camera stable, and then grab the cyan bar and tilt it. And then orbit around and keep tilting until you got the hair drop down the way you want.
Oh, there
All right,
he
so what were you
is.
saying, Shay?
It is 2-handed, so you wouldn't be able to do that as a bonus action. It needs to specifically... You have to think of it as... You can only use your bonus action to do an attack if it's...
Wait, you're saying all this time my crossbow is not one-handed?
It's a light crossbow, correct?
Yes.
That's 2-handed.
Why is it called a light crossbow then?
Because it doesn't do as much damage and it isn't as heavy.
Yeah, so it can't be wielded with... I mean, when I, even when I go to Hero Forge, there's light
Wait,
crossbow
hang on.
and
Was it
crossbow.
a light crossbow or a hand crossbow?
Oh, hand crossbow, I think.
In that case, I think that's single-handed. Hang on a minute.
Hand crossbow is single-handed. Light crossbow is...
Oh, I thought they were the same thing. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna go
No,
and
they are
confirm
two
this.
completely different things. Hang on, I'm just looking it up right now.
And I'm going to log into Roll20 and look at exactly what my thing is called.
I'm weapon properties of 140. Thank God for indexes, because I would not be able to find anything in this bloody book even if I tried.
No, look at that sweet face, Matthew. Look at the angle on the right one.
Okay. Yeah, because if it was a...
You look so pretty.
So, like, something like this...
Because of my ear right there, I'm sorry, hold on. Because of my ear right there in that angle, I almost look like a bloody Pikachu.
You do!
But yeah, it's actually... There are no light crossbows, there are only hand crossbows.
Nope, there are light crossbows.
Not according to this. Oh wait, crossbow. Like
Page 149.
I'm looking at. Yeah, sorry. I was looking at martial ranged weapons rather than simple ranged weapons. Yeah,
Got it. Keen
light
bareness,
crossbows
blah, blah,
are
blah.
two-handed. Hand crossbows are light weapons.
All right, hand crossbow. Yeah, I am using a hand crossbow.
Then yes, you would be able to pull it out with one hand and use an offhand action to shoot with it.
Yeah, like the canon thing about Dusk. She will always use her wings for cuddling.
I'm sorry, I just came across this random. This is a very, 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 very old joke. How babies will be born in the future. This is a very old joke.
God damn it.
Oh lordy.
Thanks, I hate it.
2 laptops and a copy machine. Even the baby's like, what? They've even got the internet modem sitting on the television. That's a nice attention to detail there for a joke.
I cannot unsee it now.
Hey,
This is a very, very old joke.
I haven't seen. It's a boomer joke. That's one.
Still will never get nor refuse to let that be a thing. Because boomers existed since goddamn Gears of War and Left 4 Dead.
But Noob, what would I remembered on your papers and nights video, you said many, but I couldn't exactly pinpoint what you said. It sounds like many dots.
Yes, dots means damage over time. So it's basically a spell or an ability that creates a lingering effect that does additional damage over the next couple of seconds.
Casting them DOTs.
For some reason, I always thought you said many thoughts now.
No, many dots now. And that's also meant to be a reference to an old World of Warcraft video. We need many dots now! Come on, handle it!
Whenever I play any game and I have the ability to take DOTs, I will always do, for they are always busted beyond belief.
Hey, Noob, I can't remember if I asked you, but you planning on getting HLA?
Not anytime soon, but maybe.
I wish you could animate her tail. That way it's just like wagging.
I checked my preferences to see what my graphics settings were auto-determined at. I'm running it at the lowest goddamn graphics, and it doesn't look like it. The game looks so fucking good. It was only very certain textures that seemed a little blurry here and there, and when I changed the fidelity to high and whatnot, yeah, my frame rate tanked, and I could see very, very subtle changes. So again, the game, regardless on graphics, just seems to look very great. And again, the Foley work is just amazing. Almost every single object has a sound when you shake it, for Christ's sake. I picked up a box of matches, shook it. I could hear them.
I saw what you named that name.
Yeah, and a random bottle, I shake it, nothing. Another random bottle, I pick it up, I shake it, I hear water. I pick up a bleach bottle, I hear a very thick, slushy water. And I pick up a grenade, shake it, I can hear the little tiny little clankly bits like a pin. I even pick up a bloody toilet roll or paper towel, and I can hear the cloth.
By the way, Matthew, how's the new Warframe update? Because I know it's out, I just haven't actually bothered.
Yeah,
I haven't bothered.
I've not bothered with it either.
I have tried it. You basically go to railjack, etc. stuff, but you go into sentient ships and keep on clearing things, and you have to basically...
Question, is matchmaking a thing, or do you have to have a party?
Matchmaking is a thing that people don't really join.
Okay, because I hopped on a railjack twice. I kept changing my servers to American and whatnot to ensure. I saw how goddamn packed the whole Scarlet thing is. Not once was I matched with anyone, versus in a regular Veil railjack mission.
Trust me, because most people go into groups, to pre-mates.
I love Sol's phase at all. Yeah!
Yeah! Good job, kid.
I approve.
I am.
Hey,
That's
you
my
know
name
it's
is-
all
My name
approved.
is Thal, and I approve of this ship.
Somebody's dying.
Because I'm
that,
trying to
that little
imagine
nose boop. Is it a nose boop or is it a kiss?
It's a kiss.
she's kissing.
She's kissing him on the nose, and he's got his head sort of resting in her chest, but you can't really see it because the wings are now.
And they
I
just
think
have everyone showing dominance in the background.
Well, foreground in this case, because I didn't do anything with it.
It's
Show
adorable.
dominance with the T-pose. Come on.
I'm happy
So,
you gave
Shay.
her a very big tail.
I was trying to
Yes.
use a different style one, but I couldn't get it to pose properly, so this is just the default tail.
Yeah, but it's huge, so.
Yeah, big and fluffy.
So, Shay, there is one picture I think I won't use for the SFM submission because I'm worried about it. So I'll just have that on SFM Labs. But aside from that, here's pretty much everything that's going to be on SFM Labs.
Thank you so much, newbie.
That's okay. I wasn't really sort of working on anything else because it's just like, oh, start again. Can't concentrate on shit at the moment. So
Well, it's super sweet.
Yeah, no,
Ooh,
I've
ooh,
seen you
I just thought of
posted it
something.
in the actual.
Yeah, the other pictures that will follow suit to the submission are uploading right now.
Ah, okay.
Newbie,
what?
I got an idea for you.
What?
Ah.
I just want to say, I see some shenanigans between Sev and Nanya.
This last
And
one I
Red-
might not include. I'll only have
and
it on my
then
E6
and then
one.
Red and Weird Science and Alexandra are in the background like these two.
Because human.
Just shenanigans. Any shenanigans.
I get that.
Even though technically that's already been in, for example, the Siren Claws I released. Because those things aren't anthro.
They're terrifying. That's what they are.
Wait, what now?
His siren
Talking about
claws.
the Siren Claws.
Oh.
I'll give you a link to the SFM Lab submission. But...
it's the Death Claw you made, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, no, I
sweet.
Originally
Titties.
just simply named Femclaw, but then a certain Scrungus Bungus and his band of guys had to get on my shit and tell me to change the name.
Into what?
Anything but Femclaw, because apparently they own it
Really?
as a character tag on E621, and they wanted it removed to avoid confusion. I argued it's simply a pronoun, and then some shit started up, and I just said, I don't want to start this shit again. This is like Gary's mod all over again. I don't want any of this. So I just took a better route and just decided to actually bother to give it a name. Because just replace Death with Siren. They're both equally bad, right?
Yeah. Ooh. Hey, you got a subscriber, newbie.
Siren Claw?
Yeah, I know.
Click on the
I
plus
have a
more
lot
to
of
see the
those. Now I'm just sitting here
Subscribe,
thinking, what
please.
now? What do I do? I've posted something. I've done something. Now what to do next?
Animate the tail wagging.
Ooh.
Getting back into the swing of things. It's a simple thing.
No, I was gonna say have Sivlanus in the background with heart hands.
Hang on. If I go,
Pardon me.
Matthew, do you agree that would not be
do
cute?
this,
If
then-
Sivlanus in the
It'll
background
all be cute.
with heart hands. I personally think that would be precious.
Bless you.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Bless you.
Sorry. Felt like one tiny pepper somehow got up in my nose, because I did have chips before. Because that was a sudden, I felt just one tiny thing, and then suddenly it just triggered a really irritating feel, and I was
Triggered.
like, I'm gonna sneeze. Jeez, don't get me started on little things like that. You can't even say the fucking word gamer without someone cringing and just quoting what you say as if it's a joke. Because I get that from my nephew now.
Is your nephew basically a zoomer or something?
Oh
like that?
god. Oh god. Somebody just. Oh
there's
no.
If there's anything I hate more, it's like the fucking terminology that people are using. The fucking
Matthew.
boomer, doomer, zoomer.
I don't know. I'm just using that. I'm just. I
Ignore
don't
it,
know.
let it die. Don't acknowledge it. That's what I'm doing.
Hey, Matthew.
Yep.
Somebody just put into the chat for Noob Stream. It looks like, please give me huggy wuggies.
Nuzzle wuzzle. Ooh woo.
It's Nuzzle Kiss.
Frick
Ooh
off.
woo.
Frick off.
Ooh woo.
Frick off.
Wow.
I'm
You-
surprised. I'm
Are you
surprised I haven't heard anything from Fearless in a while.
you scared of the ooh woos?
God damn it! I've gotta
Ooh.
been spammed with that shit now.
Ooh
So have I. What's your point?
woo.
I mean, I've
I
been
get on
spammed with
VR
the
chat, I wander around a few seconds, someone shoves their mic down their throat and screams ooh. How the fuck do you think I feel?
I have been fucking followed. Yeah, I'll be honest. I've been in a raid team in this into raiding, stuff and that. So basically, I found a group. So basically, that one of the fucking members.
Basically, kind of a big deal.
Basically, you don't give a shit.
Ooh boo.
I'm
Tail
gonna.
waggies.
I'm so adorable, so happy to have you!
I'm so happy to have you too.
Little tiny Goldball gets a half dragon, half werewolf. Lucky little shit.
Oh god, I just thought of something else you could animate. Full wagging his eyebrows.
Up and down.
Actually,
Yeah, that didn't quite work the way I
With-
intended it to.
actually,
Oh,
I'm
it's cute.
I'm
No. Here's
low-key-
what you do then. Noob. You have it repeat, but then you take some bones and have them delay, and then one after the other, and then the other.
Because I was trying to have this like little bit where I was trying to do this thing where it was like got to this point, then it sort of slowed down slightly, and then it went back, and then slowed down, and then came back, and it just didn't work.
Doesn't need to, but anyway, save or whatnot before doing this.
Oh, there
And then
he
just go into the
is.
motion editor, grab one of the bones, like one at a time for the list, and then just hold Alt and drag it a little bit, and then the next, and then the next, and then the next, and have a look at the result. And you'll get the idea of what I'm talking about. You basically just delay each bone. You got to have
What?
a point selected. If you have the whole thing selected, it won't work.
I know, that's what I'm doing. I'm going through each point individually and delaying it.
No, I mean, you've got the whole time selected. You need to have any little point of time selected. Right now, you're not doing anything. For some reason, it doesn't work if you have the whole time selected. You need to hold shift, select a large or small amount of time, doesn't matter. Just a point of green that you can drag. If it's full, you won't drag anything.
Well, it looked like it was working.
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get one of these days, now that Noob's made this model for Dusk. Now you can do cute scenes between you and me as Dusk and Kelly.
Yep. I already did a few, but NoobMister took it the wrong way when he started sniffing him. He thought I was going to pee on him.
No, bad kobold. Noopy.
Like,
And don't worry, Noob. You only have to have any part selected. It doesn't have to be you just need to basically have a green box to move. And you want to move it forward. You want to move each one forward, not back. Because that's fast forwarding it, not delaying it.
Oh, I see what you mean. And you are right, it's speeding it up, not slowing it down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of random voice acting, hey Maestro, what do you think of new Fiddlesticks? Maestro?
He is
Oh,
dead.
he's not here.
Not
Sorry.
big sus.
The great thing is the voice actor actually made a video on how he did the voice for the new Fiddlesticks, and it's honestly great.
Hmm?
Character from League of Legends, he got redone.
Yeah, I know, but what did you say about how it was interesting how he did it?
No, it's more or less just the fact that I like it when voice actors do videos like that, where you can like understand how they do a specific voice, because Fiddlesticks' voice is something a bit interesting. Um, I'll send you like
How
his
complicated
actual.
are SFMs? Yes.
Hey, Matthew.
Ma'am?
I recently figured out I liked a particular two characters from League of Legends.
And?
Lamb and Wolf.
Boot to the head.
Wait, Lamb and Wolf? I hear Kindred.
Yeah,
What?
Kindred. Yeah, Kindred.
Are you there, dear wolf? I am little lamb.
I am little lamb.
I can't do that right.
You can with your voice audio thingy.
Oh, those two characters. So much.
Yeah, and they even speak when they're dead and whatnot. I think like for example, one line was
Oh.
if you don't get a kill, one is something. Slam says something about like this feeling, and then
Oh, I
and,
know.
the wolf
I know.
says,
Okay, that didn't
A
work.
hunt without the kill.
I know what the line is. She's like, "Are you sad, dear wolf? I am little lamb. What is it like? Like a long hunt with no kill."
Okay,
Are you
that
talking about
did not
Kindred?
work the way I was expecting it to, so I
Yes.
must have done it wrong.
Honestly.
"No,
Uh-oh.
you didn't do it." Okay, so again, from tail
Probably.
one. Give me a moment here. I'm just trying to help Noob. So
Okay.
grab tail one, hold Alt, grab the green box, and inch it right a little bit, and then repeat this process on each one.
Oh yeah, I was grabbing the whole box and then dragging it with Alt, which displaces it as opposed to making the thing longer.
Again, it doesn't matter how big the green box is, just as so long as it's a box and doesn't have the whole of right or whole of left. Otherwise, it won't move. Because it looks like when you showed us the animation. No. You don't grab the edge and move it with Alt. Again, it doesn't help for the fact that the stream is so late, but you're not grabbing the box and extending it. You're grabbing the actual box and moving it while holding Alt.
I am. I'm extending it. Look.
I'll have to wait a few seconds for the stream to catch up.
Doing it. I was doing it wrong originally, but now I'm not. See?
I don't know yet. Can you just
Yeah,
screen
it's a
share for a
delay.
second?
You're making Noob angry. Noob is gonna kill you.
I know, but this is the
Right.
process I went through to get him to try blocking, and look where that got him.
This is what
Yeah.
I'm doing now.
And that's not what you're supposed to do.
What am I supposed to do then?
Hold Alt and grab onto the box, not the edges of it.
The
Grab
box itself,
Alt
the middle.
and grab. You mean like this?
Yes.
That
While
was what I was
holding
doing
Alt.
before, but it still didn't look right.
Here, hang on. Again, start with tail one, and then hold Alt, drag it a little to the right, and then repeat that process on each one. Don't make it like more right or anything, just the same amount, because they're not locked or anything.
I don't think I've ever heard Noob get that angry.
You haven't seen him in Hack Tag.
You haven't seen him in one of his streams where in Destiny 2 he fails parkour so much that he basically screams so much. Jesus Christ. That
Oh
was scary.
my.
I mean, jumping puzzles are a bitch.
I mean, yes, it is a bitch, but still, Jesus Christ. You haven't seen him that mad. Jesus, I haven't seen that mad ever. Seriously.
No, that did. I don't get what's going on because that's still not doing anything.
Well, doesn't help the fact it doesn't loop all the way, but it must be the way how you did. I don't know. And by sorry, how you animated the tail prior.
Okay, you know what?
So you're having an issue slowing down the wagging?
I know exactly how to deal with that. We just go into here. Okay, so if I just remove those.
How you spell Gilmon? Because I'm gonna res him and use him as an example for you.
Guilmon.
Wait, hold on. I gotta pop up. All right, GUIL.
ILMON.
Found him.
It's sad I know that so easily how to spell that name.
Don't worry about it.
It's sad I don't. Wait, he has a flex called Kiss.
Yes.
Oh!
That is adorable.
Okay, so I don't need
He...
those.
In illegal legends matchmaking, I have seen a goddamn player named Cucknut. I'm not joking. Like, that is not supposed to even be allowed to be that, but he replaced with the K with.
I mean, yeah. It's.
I mean, it's just a meme.
I mean, then again,
Like,
Yahtzee, you remember, of course, one of Yahtzee's 0 punctuation reviews. In order to try, this being a beta, in order to try and break the name, I decided to test the profanity filter and name my character Gareth Gobblecock. He got away with it.
Really?
Yeah, he called his character Gareth Gobblecock,
He got
and he
away
got
with
away with it. He got away with it!
How?
Probably
in the
because of the
hell?
way that he spelt it.
I'll show you the quickest way to do it. With only 2 flexes. Alright, so we have this here, right?
Yes.
All the way here. And it's going to return back to 2. So number 1 here goes all the way here. So real quickly, I'm going to have this loop. And let's see how that looks when I move it back here a bit. The basic tail wag, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I feel like based on the current situation, this is a mood right now.
What?
and look at that.
Yeah, but you're skilled at this. I'm not.
And I'm just showing you that you went it a little bit too far. I noticed that you had so many steps, and this is in 2 steps, left, right, instead of you going
yeah,
left,
I was sort of doing the tail comes round, it slows down slightly as it reaches the peak of its wag, and then speeds up as it goes back.
Okay, I don't know how to do
I'm
do that in
literally
a very
trying to
quick
do
way.
standard tail, like the standard ideas of animation that as you come to the end of a movement, you slow down. But obviously, Source Filmmaker was probably doing that for me anyway.
There's probably some different ways to do that. Like we always could edit the waves and the curves, but I was just showing you how to do it the consistent way, like right here, just doing the left, right, no slow down, just let it do its own thing. And then, hold on.
Hello, testing, 1, 2.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hello again.
Hello again. All right. Who, the Gilman or us?
Both.
Mhm.
Because I'm
All
watching.
right, check this out. I'm gonna check this out, Sophie. I'm gonna do a little quick animation.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I gotta have more time. There we go. I'm just gonna puppeteer.
And he said there's a rig on him called Keith.
A flex. Yeah, look, it just basically puckers his lip a little bit.
is.
Where is it? There it is. Geese.
Geese.
No.
Come, we kiss like men.
But returning to the topic of voice acting and also Kindred, because she is my baby and I love her. Probably the one.
Okay, that looks better. Sorry.
Probably the one quote from whenever she dies that I remember the most, because it's the one that I hear the most whenever I do actually die, is "Lamb, tell me a story. There once was a pale man with dark hair." Ah, for fuck's sake! Sorry, something came in my throat.
I mean, the Fiddlesticks mentions the pale man. No, the gray man.
Gray man. There once was a pale man with dark hair who was very lonely. Why was it lonely? All things must meet this man, so they shunned him. Did he chase them all? He took an axe and split himself in two, right down the middle.
So he
So
would
he will
always
have a friend. So he would always have a friend.
Yeah, somebody made an entire video of her speech like that. And I listened to it and it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the lore of
I
Kindred
think
is a
I think I got
pretty
it working. I think I got it working.
I mean, the lore.
Like,
Oh, it's
the-
perfect.
The lore of Kindred is simple. She is deaf. Like, they are deaf.
Yeah, but the thing is it gray man? Like,
True that. That is one thing that I'm curious about. Also, returning on the topic, just to give you an idea of the new voice actor for Fiddlesticks, Matthew, because basically the guy did a video on how he does this voice.
Alright, but real quickly, look, I just finished doing some quick puppeteering with Gilman.
Aww.
Look,
It kind of looks like it was done stop motion animation wise. You know, the really sort of like old Jason and the Argonauts style.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to listen.
That's because I was basically grabbing each part and just puppeteering it as it went.
You just have to listen to like the first,
like
5
this.
seconds of the video, and you'll get an idea of what the voice is. Because I really love how he does.
I mean, I also love the Fiddlestick voice because it's just so creepy.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, Maestro, you weren't here when I actually asked you, but what do you think of new Fiddlesticks?
Make him smile and
I
wave.
personally like it. I like it, the voice. It just so fits him. It fits him.
Alright.
I, for one, actually like his running animation, just because I know why he does it.
Well, there's a demon inside of that thing.
Well, no, it was said by a writer that canonically the reason he runs on all 6 is because he has the ability to make limbs, and it's the optimal amount of limbs to make optimal movement.
Thank you, Matthew. That makes me happy.
No worries.
And the tail wag's adorable.
Yeah, now that I've done that, I'll probably forget how to do it later on and never come back to it again.
Well, I mean, I'm saving this particular stream on my watch later, and I'll always have it, so...
Yeah, thanks.
You could go back to this if you need a reminder.
No, it sounds like you're dying.
And now I'm just sitting here watching this over and over again because I'm just like, I like the way this came out.
But Fiddlesticks literally sounds like a dying old man.
Fiddlesticks, end of man.
Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
It's so cute. You newbie.
You're welcome.
He's so cute.
Also, did they say be multiple voices?
Yeah, but Aaron. Brother, please don't hate me.
God damn it, start with the Lux.
Oh god, it
Are you
really
gonna
does.
save that, noob?
Yeah, I saved it. Don't worry.
It really does
No.
impact your throat. Holy shit, he wasn't lying. Fuck.
I mean, it's like a dying old man.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm going to take a break from this for 15 minutes. And then I really do need to actually sit down and write out an idea instead of trying to jump into one and then go, why can't I come up with anything?
I know I've already said this, but nice background.
Yeah.
Also, I have why does like Phyllis is called Kindred not by Kindred but just Gray Man? That's pretty
Hello.
weird.
Well,
Oh, hello again.
because Kindred
Hello.
is originally the Gray Man.
Did you see the picture in the chat?
So basically, Phyllis just confirms it.
Fearless.
Which one?
I
Look,
mean, that's what I think.
it's Dusk and Keemanthal.
Yeah, I know.
Again,
Yeah, I've seen it.
there isn't
It's
much.
so
We don't,
precious.
we don't really know much about
Or
Kindred simply because Kindred is death, destroyer of worlds. No, but like she is the spirit of death and is shown differently in different parts of regions. Like in Noxus, she's only shown as the wolf. In Demacia, she's shown as the lamb. In some other places, she's shown as both. But we don't really know the creation of Kindred. That's the thing. We don't
I
actually
mean,
know the actual story. We only know what's being told to us.
also I think Phyllis is calls the Gray Man. No, damn, the Gray Man. It's because of the stories. Like they call Nocturne because of the stories. The Mycia people named him Nocturne.
No, he calls them their demon names because he is a demon too. He knows that they are demons as well, which is why we have when he talks to Swain, he says Raum, which is the name of Swain's demon.
Oh yeah, that just debunks it. But still, Phyllis is more than a demon. He's like a god demon or something.
Be right back.
Okay. I'm just staring at the picture of that noob made. The only thing with the thing Canon with her wings, she will try to use them like an extra pair of hands. Like when she gives hugs, she uses them always to give hugs to either make it more comforting or warm, especially when they're in a cold area.
I need...
Amy Bick.
Thank you. Matthew,
Where's this going?
Name?
can you imagine if Keeman Dusk got caught out in a snowstorm and she just wraps her wings around him and carries him around? So cute.
I just love the visual side of Fiddlesticks though. Just how he looks, all of it. Also, I can't wait to actually play him.
I mean, people are just gonna spam him, and people will leave. So
Well, that's why you just go and play single player against bots for for however long until you're just like, yeah, I play Fiddlesticks.
Nah, you just play him with a 5-man pre-made and blind pick.
well, true, you can do that.
I wish you could add hair to Thol. Because I just imagine him with this big
But yes, I
bush of a hair.
personally love the Warwick rework because
The Warwick rework is heralded as the best rework that was actually made, and I agree with that.
yeah, I love it. I'll be honest, I love playing him. He's the
Also,
best jungler right now, currently, as far as I know.
speaking of League of Legends characters, this is something I made, or something I commissioned someone to make, which was supposed to be something I would have over my map back when I tried to stream, but then my PC isn't able to stream anymore, which is sad.
Why can't your computer stream anymore?
No idea. Just didn't. I mean, I haven't tried using OBS with my new internet, so I might give it a try later on at some point. Because it might just be an internet thing, but if it's not, then my PC just isn't strong enough to handle it.
Oh, hey guys, I think I showed you an earlier version of this, but
Is that a
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that's so cute.
Aw.
it's Keen.
Yeah. Oh god, my voice still actually kind of hurts from doing that. Fuck me.
Oh, that's actually really cute. Who's drawing that?
Hold on.
Oh god, why? Why
You
did I
okay?
do No, my voice still, or my throat still low-key hurts.
Then
Oh.
why did you do the Fiddlesticks voice?
Cause I like fiddlesticks, okay? Fuck off.
What's
You
Fiddlesticks
hurt
voice?
yourself. The process.
I didn't hear
Here's
you
his
do
FA too.
What was that, Sophie?
I didn't hear you do a voice.
God damn it. Wait a minute.
Don't do it. No, don't do it, man. You're gonna hurt yourself. No.
I remember when I did this monstrous howl for
There it is.
an Amnesia custom monster that didn't end up getting used. And the howl was the best part. Everything else was kind of generic. The howl apparently was the best one, and it was when I was a little bit sick too. I basically wheezed and used some distortions, and it basically resulted in. Well, hold on. I'll see if I can find the old files.
Yee! I would love to hear that.
Ahem.
Howl.
Fiddlesticks! Enough, man! Fiddlesticks! First of 10!
That is Fiddlesticks, actually.
Aaron! Brother! Please don't hate me!
You sound like a very sickly xenomorph.
See?
All your fault! All your fault!
God.
Why am I being attacked by sheep?
Welcome to Final Fantasy.
It's just like
Shady, you
I'm
summoned sheep
just trying to
upon
do
you.
some fishing, and then it's just like, nope, you are being attacked by sheep. What did I do to the sheep?
Oh, it's ba ba motherfucker.
But yeah, no, Sophie, if you want to actually hear the voice that I'm trying to do, I posted a video earlier.
I'll have a look in a bit.
But yeah, he even talked about like you need to practice being able to hold that, but you're not supposed to actually speak full sentences, like as in more than 7 words. Because of how damaging it actually is to your throat.
For some reason, what's going through my head is I found this one image. It was a Poke Fusion. It was Belle, Weeping Belle, and the little 2-headed bird. And
Doduo.
Yeah, Doduo, and the Weeping Belle face was placed on the second head, and somebody made a mini comic, and the Weeping Belle, it was like, "Do you love me, brother?" And the other one's like, "Stay strong, Charles. Stay strong for mother."
Wait, Noob, did you do the fucking first questline for fishing?
I haven't yet. No, I was trying to find somewhere to go and buy some bait so that I could actually fish for something. But I can.
Also, Maestro, what do you think of the song, like the theme?
I think I've heard that kind of thing before, to be honest. It's like, I heard it before.
I mean, yeah, it gives me Witcher vibes, and I love that.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
Not that kind of Witcher vibe.
Up Nancy.
You've heard the song already.
My roommate made me binge watch the entire first season.
I mean,
I don't have
just
Netflix, so I can't watch it, but I'm tempted to get it just so that I can watch Beastars.
I watched it illegally because I'm a piece of shit.
Meh.
Because I don't have money for that.
Pay the
You know
court
what?
a fine.
You know what? I'm gonna be a little shit on on one of these sessions, and if we ever get to a tavern and it's like allowing
Hey,
bards
Shady.
to sing, I'm gonna sing that song. I'm gonna annoy people.
Yeah.
Pay the quarterfinal service sentence.
Toss a coin to
Wait, what
your
now?
witcher.
Oh, Oblivion. Don't you remember that?
Wait, say it again.
Pay the quarterfinal service sentence.
Uh,
Don't you remember that line?
I haven't actually played Oblivion though.
Wow.
Ooh, Shay,
Hmm?
you're gonna summon your skeletons for this fight coming up on Saturday, right?
Yeah. Like I'm actually gonna go through the effort of having them follow me around.
Ooh.
Because that's how the spell actually works. Because walking around with skeletons isn't just something you do.
I was curious, couldn't you have revived the tree ants as your followers, or does it have to be
It
a
has to
living?
be humanoids, I think.
It has to be a humanoid, yes.
Can you imagine a skeleton of a tree, just this bare tree, just following you around like?
Why did I? When you mentioned that, why did I immediately picture something like Skull Greymon following you around? But
Fuck,
kind of more tree-looking.
Sophie, this is my own fault, but it's also your fault, so I regret everything.
What?
My throat is actually getting a bit worse now.
Oh no.
I told you not to do it.
I don't give a shit. I wanted to do. I like Fiddlesticks. I've
Hey.
even played the original Fiddlesticks a lot lately, and it's so dumb. He's such a goofy boy. I love it.
Shay.
I mean, his derby is becoming on every single nearby, you know.
Yes, Sophie.
Boop. Matthew.
Hey.
Guess what I'm gonna do and be a little shit over during one of the sessions? Ah!
I love that talking Cheeto. God damn it.
Talking
This isn't one of the
Cheeto.
better howls, but I found this.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm gonna need my earbuds for this.
Have the volume low. It's very fucking loud. It's stupid.
I don't care.
It is.
But oh yeah, Matthew, did you listen to the first bit of the video that I sent?
There we go.
Hold on. Just one.
Alright, got my audio back. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, just give me 1 minute.
Did you say something, Sophie?
1 minute.
Okay.
Oh, Shay, I can't play it because it's needing iMovie, and I don't have iMovie.
What now?
iMovie.
Basically, she can't play the sound thing.
The video I sent?
No, I think she was talking about Matt or something. I don't know. I'm confused.
Wait, Sophie, what is it you can't hear?
Hold on. Give me a minute. Phone acting stupid. Is that freaking Rainbow Dash? Shay.
That's not me, that's Matthews that's posted that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's when Rainbow Dash called me a talking Cheeto.
I remember that video because I have that video on the watch later list so I can watch it whenever I want.
The monster test one was one.
I can't find someone to buy bait from. Where do I go and find that?
Don't ask me, I don't know anything. I don't know the first thing about fishing or actually crafting professions.
And also by the first of 10 the fiddlesticks, so it's basically there's multiple fiddlesticks. By the
No,
first
the
of
thing
10.
is, that is his actual voice. Like, they might have done a little bit of distorting, but that's the actual voice he can do. Which is the best, which is the greatest.
Well,
Like, he
yeah,
gives-
but he
gives you
said
example in the
first
video
of
that
10
I
I'm talking
posted.
about. I'm talking about the first of 10 thing.
Found it! Okay, sorry. Here are the howls from this stupid video. Again, it's fucking old, but... Yeah, the only thing that I was happy with was the howls.
5 years, 2 years,
Let's have a
7
look.
years.
This was... 9 years ago.
Jesus. Is this amnesia?
It was supposed to be for a mod. And it never happened. And I was voicing this monster. And it's when he spawns, you know, like how when the grunt spawns, you hear that grunt? Yeah. It's when I did the enable/spawns that I was really happy with, because it's a howl. And that's me just basically wheezing. It was when I was sick. And then I added some distortions, and well, there you go.
I also love the fact that they made surprise party fiddlesticks into basically Pennywise.
It more reminds me of some kind of version of Joker.
He literally has Pennywise's hair.
It does, but it just reminds me of Joker a bit, because what the hell you're supposed to be to, you know, the Moon skin?
I mean, most people that I've talked with say Pennywise as well.
But anyways, well.
Here we go. Live bait for ocean fishing.
Well, I'm gonna head off now, guys.
Okay.
Oh, I heard the howl. Who's listening to the howl?
I am. Just gonna turn down a little bit, because you somehow keep on hearing it. I don't know how. The volume is already low. Is it my sensitive mic? I don't know.
Hey, Matthew.
By the way, that was done with a headset. This was before I had a proper microphone.
Ooh.
And yes, Sophie?
Can you and I hop into a private chat before you go to bed?
Okie dokie.
Okay, be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye
Beep! Fucking hell, who did that?
Not me.
Bound to be you.
It wasn't me. I'm too busy concentrating on this.
Wait. I almost forgot.
God damn it, I'm gonna mute you! Ah!
There he go.
There goes the Rage Boy. No, not Rage Boy. The yelling
Cheeto.
boy.
That's
God,
Cheeto.
yeah.
No, I'm
That's
still
Cheeto
here.
be gone.
I'm still here.
You're,
Yeah,
not,
the
you're, not,
Rage
you're
Boy.
not a Cheeto.
He's a Rage Boy.
So I'm guessing you finally gotten access to Limsulumin's and Ulda now.
Yep. I've done all that. I'm level 15, probably getting close to 16 on Conjurer, so...
Then pray tell, why have you done or started fishing?
'Cause I wanted to.
That's fair.
It was like, I'm here, I might as well start. Fishy.
There's also a new mount you can get, which is this.
What the fuck?
Where you're just being carried around by a spring.
What the fuck is that demonic thing?
A spring.
It looks like from a child's nightmare.
I'll have a look in a minute. I doing the fishes. I'm trying to find a trout so that I can do it for the culinary quest. I think you get them from here.
No, but seriously, it
No,
looks
that's a creepy fish.
like a child's nightmare brought into this world.
Also, I got a little light on the end of my rod so that I know when it... Even though the little exclamation mark comes up, I've also got a little light on the end of my rod so that I know when the fishies bite.
Fish, fish.
Fishy, fishy.
Fishy, fishy.
Dwarf catfish? But I need a trout, and apparently they're freshwater fish.
Fresh water.
Well, that's what the description for the
Oh.
fish said.
So you're then fishing in fresh water then.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Obviously.
fishing in a river. Oh, this is a big one. Princess trout, eh? Not sure if
Are you
that's
gonna
what
be
I
a
need,
princess?
but... Hang on.
Are you gonna turn into princess?
Unable to execute command while gathering. Okay then. Quit. Equip set. I'm not gathering. There. Then open this. So it was a... Where was it?
So there's a weapon in Destiny that the more you hold down the M1, the bigger the laser beam becomes. And the thing is, it doesn't have a max cap. So if you have infinite ammo, you can basically make the sun.
I don't even want to know what that big dude is.
But yeah, no, if you haven't noticed the new mount, it's kind of neat actually.
Oh. And that was by... Oh yeah, I was wondering what that was. Because I kept seeing on the
Yeah.
login screen, I was just like, is that a backpack? But no, it's a mount.
It's a mount.
Was that
Because
something
why
that's...
not?
judging from the picture below, was that what somebody had designed?
Apparently. I want to be held as the rock.
Remember those tiny little transport
The
crystals
rock
when you need
is
them.
cooking.
Also, why does Sprint have to take so long to come off of cooldown?
Oh, by the way, Maestro, One for All is back.
What's that?
One for All.
I know, I played it a bit. The thing is, it just felt instantly, oh, I have done this 100 times, I played with every single champion, it's boring.
Have you played Yumi? 5-man
Yes, I
Yumi?
have, it's bullshit. Like, what the fuck is this shit? You become from 5 into 1 being, the ultimate being.
You become Death, Destroyer of Worlds.
The only thing that's the same for me is the healing. Also
I mean,
the ult.
if you're against assassins, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, yes, yeah. But that ult is... Ooh.
Oh god, now listening to this guy describe that fish, it's like, I want grilled fish now. But not like, but like anime style grilled fish, where it's like they haven't even bothered taking the scales off.
Yeah, true that.
I'm here, you fucker. There you go,
I
you're
still
dead.
love the fact that every single profession has its own long ass quest line.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the people that have leveled every single profession and every single regular class to level 80 already.
Really?
Yeah.
How much time did they put in?
I mean, the game has been out for a while. I've seen people who've put 224 days into the game. As in
And
like actual in-game time.
so, is it I'm guessing most of the time it's AFK.
No?
Really?
Yeah, it's not.
If it's not AFK, then holy shit. Somebody doesn't have a goddamn life.
And then there's also the amount of money people have spent on Fantasia. Which is basically the ability to recreate your character, both race and looks.
How many times they should have done that?
I know some people have Fantasia like 40 times or some shit like that. Or like they Fantasia 2 times every week.
So basically, they change their character every single, nearly 2 times a week.
And the only time you're able to do that is by spending money.
How much actually?
Let me look up. How much does a Fantasia cost? Because I know for a fact you get one for free once you do the finishing quest of Realm Reborn.
Guys, we need to
After the
quarter.
first 100 quests.
Oh yeah, and if you're wondering what most of my inventory is filled up with, it's mostly just cooking ingredients.
By the way, the mount that I posted is 16.80 euro.
That's expensive.
What the fuck? That's an entire DLC pack for Destiny 2 and more.
Fantasia.
It costs more than the entire game.
One vial of Fantasia is 7 euro.
Is what?
One vial or one use of Fantasia is 7 euros. You can
So
then buy.
basically, you're wasting some euros to
You can
basically
also
customize it.
you can also buy free Fantasia for 1960. Or 5 Fantasia for 31.50.
I don't get why a company that not only has a subscription fee is also charging for microtransactions as well as like one or the other, not both.
If you look at Destiny, it's basically only cosmetics, and they're not, and they don't cost a lot, like seriously.
I mean, the thing is, another thing they're selling as well is storyline progression for those people who want to make alternate characters. So like, you can basically pay to skip the story if you've already done the story and can't bother going through all the quests again.
So basically, lazy people.
Basically, and I mean, some people buy it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but seriously, that many microtransactions, Jesus Christ. That's like EA levels.
Nah, at least it's not like World of Warcraft.
What's bad in World of Warcraft?
Store mounts. The fact they spend most of their creative work on creating store mounts instead of actually making a new interesting mount, which most of the mounts these days are just recolors, and all the actual effort is put into the ones in the store.
For real. The
And not to
game
mention
has
the character progression on that, or to skip levels is like almost the entire price of a full game. It's just stupidly expensive.
I mean, Again, I don't really hear that many people complain about the microtransactions in this game, to be fair.
Really?
I haven't seen anyone actually complain about it.
I don't even know
There are
what's
so
in.
many
Is there
Why
actually a
hasn't any...
link to the store on here? Because
It's on Mog Station.
oh, Mog Station, right? That's probably why I can't find it on here.
Still, there's so many microtransactions and nobody's blaming?
No.
What the fuck?
No one's
Probably
complaining.
because they don't focus so much on them. I'm guessing.
The only microtransactions that I know a lot of people have bought are some of the dance emotes you can get. Simply because a big thing of this game is roleplay.
I mean, again, I personally would have just said maybe scrap see which is actually getting you the most money. The subscription fees or the microtransactions. Because I honestly would have just said scrap the sub fees.
But why is there subscription in a paid game? It already costs a lot.
This game doesn't cost that much.
I mean, base game doesn't, or did you just say that?
Yep, no, yeah, you're right in the base game. Base game is just €9.
Yeah, it was about 10 quid for me, but I bought all the expansion packs.
With expansions, that's like
40, nearly 40 quid for me.
around €40, yeah. And then of course
but
when you buy
still
the
expansion
expansion,
packs.
when you buy Shadowbringers, you get all the previous expansions
Yeah,
with
that's
it as
true.
well.
Also, and Destiny offers 3-month content for €10, which is a lot. Well, for the cost, it's low, but how much you get is pretty big.
I mean, you do have to agree though, it is a bit expensive to buy both fucking all the expansions for Destiny as well. Like,
Well, yeah, I can agree with that, but as my experience, these expansions offer a lot.
Let me just put it
In
this
my...
way. I bought all the stuff for Final Fantasy and the Destiny 2 DLC on the same day, and they were all, and the packages or the bundles that I was being offered were both roughly the same price, give or take a quid or a few pence. So both of them combined was 80 quid altogether, and both were about 40 each. But the difference is that to play Destiny, I didn't have to pay anything originally. Then
Well, yeah,
and then I also got a season pass for free on top of that.
Yeah, because if you buy the DLCs, you get a free. Well, if you buy Shadowkeep, you get a free DLC pack.
But then again, when you buy this, you get 30 days free subscription. But then again, that's sort of standard in most MMOs. So.
and also when you hit level 30, you get 15 extra days.
Do you?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that.
But you've already hit level 30 with your previous character, right?
Yeah, but not with this one, and that was on the free trial account. So I didn't have a full proper account back then.
I don't know if you still. I don't know, maybe.
But Shaded, does the DLC packs on Final Fantasy 14 Online offer a lot?
Yes.
Like a lot.
Like, I'm barely halfway through everything.
And how much hours?
How many hours I've spent? I mean, I've spent. Wait a minute. Needs to load up. Like, the thing is.
There's not even a command to check to see how long you've been playing for. That's disappointing.
There is.
What is it?
I just. It is was you slash playtime.
Oh, I did slash played slash game time and slash time, so... apparently I've been playing for 9 hours and 30... so basically 9.5 hours so far. How long have you been playing for, Shay?
According to Steam, I have spent 138 hours on the game. And that's only leveling one of the classes. Because the thing is, every single class has its own storyline, quest line on top of it. On top of all the other, what's it called? Professions having their own storyline, quest line as well. So there's a lot to do in the game content-wise.
And
I have spent I've completed a lot of things in Destiny 2, but I have completed like half of the DLC things. More than half actually. I spent only like 569 hours.
admittedly, according to Steam, before I quit out, I've played 18 hours already, but admittedly half of that was just me installing the damn thing. Because literally, I was only getting like 1.6, 1.7 megabytes per second download, so it was sort of taking its time.
Also, would you like to get a gun that basically shoots a laser effect that at the end of the laser has a AoE effect that grows ginormous. And in every single kill, you regain ammo.
Sounds like fun. And my mum's phoning me. Hang on one moment, folks.
That weapon that I described is currently on offer on Twitch Prime. And also the Twitch Prime stuff for Destiny 2, they offer a lot. Some cosmetics and sometimes other things, like an exotic weapon.
If there's one thing I do love about the game, though, it's the story. Like, that is one thing that by far is one of the main reasons that I love the game.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, the story becomes really fucking good.
I guess I play a MMO called Terra, and the story of it makes absolutely no sense, but I still play because it's fun gameplay. Also, if I'm right, but is there like a Final Fantasy 14 no without online?
No, there's not.
But what kind of game was that with the car?
That's Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, I forget the games a bit. That guy got absolutely melted.
Also, a great thing about the game is Square Enix have done some crossovers which are pretty funny. Like the Monster Hunter one.
Did I monster? What else?
Yeah, since they did it for Monster Hunter as well, where you're able to fight the behemoth. Here you're able to get a Rathalos as a mount. On top of the new raid is apparently related to Nier Automata.
Why are they doing the crossovers?
I don't know.
Is it
Probably
for,
ways,
you know,
probably ways to bring in more people.
true. But is the player base big or just small?
It's big. It's quite big actually. Like ever since Shadowbringers came out, the game has had a resurgence.
But before that, it was dead or
No,
alive.
it wasn't dead. It was not as big, but it was like more or less 25% smaller than it is now. But right now it's becoming more and more popular. Um,
Also, you're any time gonna try and do Destiny again because I know you did play it on, you know, Battle.net
maybe.
version. Because in Shadowkeep and everything else, the game has become fun, actually. Like really
Would
fun.
you believe it? I actually have the chance of getting toilet paper! Oh!
Hey!
My mum went shopping just now and she said, I have actually been able to get some toilet paper and tins of chopped tomatoes!
Damn.
So, yeah, she's coming by. She's gonna come by tomorrow and give me those. So, I actually have toilet paper. I don't have to use tissue paper now.
Yay!
I never thought I would hear that from you.
I don't think I would have really have heard that coming from anybody if it hadn't been for the recent scenario.
But you're so
seriously.
excited.
It's so excited! I can get toilet paper! Ah!
What has the world become?
Indeed. Don't worry. In a couple of months' time, we'll be looking back on this going, why were we being so stupid?
I'm gonna
Because
be looking at why were people stupid?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, folks, I am going to end the stream there. So, thank you everybody for watching. Bit of a shame I didn't get to do what I wanted to do, and I just kind of tailed off slightly, but at least it was better that I did something small and kind of progressed on from
nothing.
there, and it kind of
You did some cute to get back into it. It's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
As I
you
said,
did some learning. You
yeah,
did
and
everything.
that I have a load of ideas in my head. It's just that I've got to write something down to actually come up with something. So yeah, streams will be back next week as per. Oh no, wait, hang on. I've got the end of month stream tomorrow.
What is it? Hold on, do you put up a vote?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Hold on, can I still vote actually?
Yes, you can still vote. It just depends on
Good.
what you vote for, because at the moment Left 4 Dead 2 is in the lead.
I was left with it too.
Okay, then it looks like I'll be doing Left 4 Dead 2, and I want to make sure I get a custom sound pack installed before then, so... Anyway, folks, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all again next time. Say goodbye, Maestro.
See you guys.
And say goodbye, Shady.
Bye.